It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. The show that almost didn't happen today.
Why?
Oh, thank you. God, nobody was curious.
All right. That sounds great.
I woke up in the middle of the night with a really sore throat, and I couldn't talk, and I was like, oh, no.
Oh.
And then I drank some water and went to bed and woke up, and I was fine. I was like, damn it.
God.
I'm fine. It's Bobby Day. Bobby Kelly comes in today.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Everybody's
It's Bobby
happy.
Kelly Day. It's Bobby Kelly Day. It's Bobby.
Everybody's happy except for that one lady who hates Bobby.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Don't tell
Don't tell him about it. He gets very upset.
Yeah.
Hey, so where are they getting all this plywood now at UCLA?
Oh, man, there's a question for you.
Who owns the plywood?
Yeah.
Soros.
Yeah.
USF they had plywood, which I thought was weird.
Yeah, but what
They did?
they say what for?
It was little plywood shields, yeah.
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 I mean, there's plenty of lumber yards around here to go buy a couple of sheets of plywood, but when you have like a fortress built overnight, that's a little bit of a different story.
It's interesting.
At the
Who owns the plywood and the tents and the umbrellas?
Yeah.
Remember I said that Joe brought me the camera, by the way.
Yes.
And I said that when I'm in LA, I'm going to be at UCLA. I might go talk to some people there. And then I watched it last night, and there's no way in the world I could do that.
No.
I was just gonna say, all right, so it's Mike Calta. We're out here live. Stab.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
That's the thing. But I'm not worried about. I'm worried more of me ended up hitting somebody and then having to go to jail. And I was like, oh, that's not good.
They don't look like they want to talk either.
No, that's the thing. And if I start talking crap to them, and then they get antsy, and then I hit somebody, and now I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
So I'm out. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not doing that. You don't want to get hit in the head with a piece of plywood.
You know what? You said it's May 2nd, and you know what? I realized we didn't really talk about it, but I saw some. You still see some. Is if you're putting up the Justin Timberlake thing, you should probably think about just retiring from life.
I saw a lot of people do
It still brings me
just
joy.
so obvious people.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then Justin put out a thing. I'm saying me. Oh my God, he knows too. I think about it and he did. Oh, it's so funny.
So you're saying you're not an NSYNC fan?
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, you didn't sound anything like Justin Timberlake.
No, that's exactly what it sounded. You hear him sing.
Yeah,
you should hear his regular speaking voice.
I didn't know it said.
It's unfortunate.
It's very look like his face.
It's wild. Yeah, he sings and does all that stuff, and then he
He's
gets
an
on
incredible
stage.
singer.
And they're like, "What are you doing now?" I'm about to go to the store.
Joe, you are so Kramer.
Yeah.
I watched the other day where George goes to the women's prison, and he tells Jerry, "I'm going to the women's prison," and then something about a shower scene and this and that, and Kramer just goes, "That's Cage Heat."
Yeah.
Cage teeth.
That's Cage Heat.
Yeah.
That's so you.
Women in prison movies, Michael.
Yep,
Yeah.
I know. I remember them from Cinemax.
The Women in Cages was one of the B films that we used to play all the time.
See, you know
back
what's
before
weird
the
is
kid showed up.
I can't watch a shower jail scene with another dude around.
Oh, well, these were not really showered. I guess they were showered
It's a
jail scenes, but they were like,
if you got a women's prison, there's going to be a shower
they
scene.
were getting beat up and stuff.
Yeah, but they're all naked.
Yeah,
Hell out of
yeah.
each other.
They're taking elbows to the gut. You're like, damn, huh?
Yeah.
The only movie where I couldn't run one to with the amount of nudity that's
The
in it.
only one.
The only one. I could do it during a fight and a stabbing and all that, but during
Saving Private Ryan, no
Schindler's
problem.
List.
Oh,
Schindler's
perfect.
List.
Yeah, I
Can't.
feel it. Oh,
you
no.
can't. Even though there's so many naked people, you're like, just terrible.
It's brutal.
I think you may have been watching Schindler's Fist, Michael.
No, I guarantee you I wasn't.
Yeah.
I guarantee you I wasn't.
Joe is not only Kramer, but he's also Henry Winkler, but not Henry Winkler Fonzie.
No.
He's Henry Winkler, Barry
What?
Zuckerkorn from Arrested Development.
Yes,
Very
yes,
much.
all day.
Also very
From
much.
Waterboy, right?
Waterboy.
Yeah, because it's very just kind of okay.
Not cool.
No, not the Fonz.
No.
All right.
He doesn't have those qualities.
Well, that's where we start calling you. Hey, not Fonzie.
Yep. I watched the Fonz the other day. I watch Happy Days every once in a while. And do you remember the Malachi brothers?
Sure.
The Malachi Crunch? Mm-hmm. One of the Malachis was in it, but it wasn't the Malachi brothers. Yeah, it kind of was a little weird.
I don't like it.
And I didn't like it either. Solo Malachi is not good.
You know what? Seinfeld that I don't like that they had a couple episodes on the other day. The character that I did not like on Seinfeld, and I think it was the only character that I didn't like. Can you guess? One of the
Soup
side
Nazi?
characters. No, not Soup Nazi. Soup Nazi was fine, but Soup Nazi now is sad because that's all he has in his life is Soup Nazi. But at the time, it was good. It was funny.
okay.
You know.
Let me bring the
Schmoopy.
character up from last night and see. I didn't realize Kenny Banya is in 2 episodes.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I like Kenny Banya. The jar's round, the glass is round. Why do they call it Ovaltine? They should call it Roundtine.
There's a couple of good digs and cherry in those shows when Peterman writes the book, and they're like, every sitcom star is writing a stupid book now.
I can say
don't
now
know.
that I've seen about a half dozen episodes of Seinfeld.
Are you loving it?
Yeah, it's good. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff seems outdated, but
Yeah, but it's still
Casey.
there's a lot of stuff. That's
I'm still
really
finding myself laughing.
Do you know the character? One of the only characters I didn't like on Seinfeld, Mr. Pitt,
I don't think I remember
Elaine's
Mr.
boss.
Pitt.
Yeah.
Why don't you like? I like.
I
him.
just didn't like
a little
him.
over the top.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It just kind of annoyed me. He was just kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's a little over the top, but it's I don't know the whole thing.
Although I do love whenever they're supposed to go to the movie, and then Mr. Pitt says that he needs her to stay in this and that, whatever, and Jerry calls her, and she's like, "I can't go." Mr. Pitt said, "I can't go," like she's a little kid.
What I never related so hard to a scene when the English Patient came out, and everybody comes out of the English Patient like, "Wasn't that great?" And Elaine's like, "No, it sucked." And then her boss makes her go see it with him the next day. Oh, to be stuck in a movie that you already saw that you don't want to see again, it was miserable. Anyway, welcome to the show, Carmen. How you feeling today?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
I'm a lot better than yesterday. I went and saw Dr. Bill.
Yeah.
and-
You get stretched out.
yeah, got cracked and everything.
Oh.
So still not 100 by any means, but compared to yesterday, whew,
Feel a lot better.
a lot better. Yeah.
Good.
Yep,
I texted you last night. You blew me off.
I did. I texted you this morning.
I know. I'm just kidding. I was just checking to see how you're feeling.
Oh yeah, I was in bed at 6:00. I was just done with the day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, I'm over it. I have nothing else to
She
do.
gave you the old Spanish response.
No,
No, I
didn't
texted
call
her
her.
this morning at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I just texted her last night around dinner time just to see how she was feeling, and I figured you were probably out.
Yeah. I've been self-medicating with some wine lately.
Whoa.
Yeah.
See, I started to wonder if you were doing that. If you were drinking too much at home and you fell and hurt your back.
Ooh. Or did you get pushed?
No.
Chad.
Not by
yeah.
Chad, though.
No.
Of course not.
Yeah.
It literally happened when I was brushing my teeth last Wednesday, getting ready for work, and I was just coughing, and I was like bent over. And I was,
Yeah.
I was brushing my teeth, and it just kind of got
Yeah.
me tickled, and then I coughed, and then
Oh, you have a cat?
Oh, my back.
Don't forget.
I think I broke my back.
Now
come pick me up.
who's closing the front door all the way if you're on the injured reserve? Is Chad
Oh.
making sure that door's closed?
no, we're just
Oh, man.
I'm
Just flying by the seat of your pants, huh?
Yep. Listen, it's open book season right now.
no.
If you
Oh,
wanted
God.
to kidnap me, this is the time to do it.
No.
I can't fight, and my door's
Ew.
never closed.
You got a loose stool right now?
Wait, what? I don't have loose stool.
Oh, you got
Oh,
problems
boy.
in the back.
Oh, boy.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Hot. What?
No, listen.
Don't try
I'm-
and kidnap me.
Every time you hit it, you hear like an accordion noise.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Jesus.
Chad has had to help me like put on my pants and socks lately.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty demeaning.
Yeah, for those
No.
reasons, I'm out.
Yeah.
Chad's like, thank God. Thank God I didn't get engaged.
Aw.
Yeah,
You
because
see-
we don't want to.
You see a glimpse of the future. You know?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I've
I
been
had
there.
to do this for him. So when we first got together, I want to say within like the first like 2 months, he hurt his back golfing.
He farted and broke his back, too.
Yes, basically the exact same thing, but that's when he was like really into golf and he was golfing, 3-4 times a week, and he hurt his back, and that was like maybe like 2 months in to us dating, and then I had to
Aw.
take care of him like a little baby.
That's nice.
So,
So-
speaking of golf, I hate golf.
Right.
The other day I was driving in and I was watching some guys play and I went, maybe I want to play golf. Maybe I feel like playing golf.
Yeah.
Then my friends from New York, there's like 10 of them. Every year for the last like 20 years, they go to Myrtle Beach to go golfing. And I never go. They asked me a couple of times. I was like, no. And they were like, just come drive the car. And I go, no, I'm not going to Myrtle Beach just to hang out with you drunks.
Golf trip with the bros.
Yeah.
baby.
But they're men now. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They're like, it was bro time when they were younger,
Yeah.
and they all play golf. So
You
it's
may
not
run
like,
into J-Ro up there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No
But
wives.
That's the other thing, though. You don't drink. Golfing is definitely a drinking sport.
I mean, I do drink. I don't drink.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the people who golf, guys who golf, they drink.
Yeah, they don't have the little baby Bud Lights out on the golf course.
Yeah, no.
Your hands
They're-
just so
I
massive
make them
with
all,
those.
baby, but
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing shots and slamming
Oh, yeah.
beers and
Pros
stuff.
from Dover.
yeah. Well,
Back nine.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
last night they were like, "We're thinking about moving the outing to Tampa," and I go, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And they said, "Would you golf?" And I committed to golfing.
No.
So,
You're
I
not-
got a year. I got a year to change my mind.
You're not going to go.
Are they doing it in Chabal?
That's how I said. I go, you
just
they
do
were
it here?
like, do you know a good play? I go, yeah, I live on a golf course. You idiots. You've all been here at one point.
Do it.
What time of year does this happen usually?
Now.
Oh, yeah, you're out.
Why?
It's going to be 100 degrees
Oh,
outside.
it's not hot right now. Now it's perfect.
it was
Oh,
hot.
it's gonna be
I went out
91
and played with the
today.
dogs yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe today. Yesterday was nice.
Yeah, you're out.
Oh, man.
You're out.
Man, you
It's
guys
gonna be
ruined
hot.
my golf dreams.
Out there
gonna be
sweating,
91?
golf, no way.
We should just go to Top Golf.
Yeah, that's fun.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say you don't want to go golfing. You just want to go to the driving range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do either one.
Oh, or that.
I'm just saying, like, for reasons of brotherhood and camaraderie,
Yeah.
I might make an exception.
It sounds cool to say you're going golfing, but you're not going
I
golfing.
don't think it sounds cool. If you tell me you're going golfing, I'm like,
All right.
yeah,
Like
you same shirt on.
like when Chad and I go golfing, I'm good for 9 holes. The back 9, I usually skip out. on
Yeah,
those.
Yeah, I feel
After
that.
the first 9, you're like, "Are we done?"
Yeah.
And then you're like, 2 more, maybe 2 more, and then I'm over.
When I was
Yeah.
playing foot golf for a while, there were the guys that I would play with. We'd go and play 18 holes, and then they go, "You want to do another 18?" I go, "No, I have a life to live.
Yeah.
Like, come on, that's
Yeah.
too much."
Add foot golf to the things that amaze me about you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's actually I like foot golf more than I ever
Nothing
like
wrong
golf.
with foot golf.
Yeah.
It actually seems like a more interesting,
It's way
fun
more
sport.
fun.
But just, I feel like, and don't stare at me because I feel like you're gonna. if it was anybody else was like, I'm playing foot golf on Saturday, wouldn't he be laughing?
Yeah,
I'm
like,
just saying. Yeah.
Well,
He played soccer, though.
Yeah,
so it makes
exactly.
Right,
sense.
no, and there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just feel like if somebody else was like, I'm playing foot golf this weekend, Gal would be like, foot
Here's
golf.
the thing: 2 things. One, you don't like regular golf because you're not good at it. That's one of the main.
But that's not true.
reasons.
I don't like basketball, and I love to play basketball.
You keep saying that. I don't see you play basketball. But, I mean, maybe you're playing. Obviously, I'm not with you all the time, but
Pick
I
up
don't-
games on the weekends.
I don't.
Yeah, I
hear
have
him
not played
talking
in a little
about,
while, yeah.
You know, playing.
Yeah.
But that's not true because I don't think I'm good at any sport. And anytime I played, I play to have fun. Even when we go play paintball, I'm not good at paintball, but I don't care. I love to go play.
Blast.
But with foot golf, yeah, I mean, I grew up playing soccer. That was like my entire life playing soccer. And then, so for that to come out, I was like, oh, yeah, I'll definitely try that because I'm sure I'd be decent at it. And then the second hole, I got a hole in one.
Yeah.
Second hole I ever played. The first hole was a par 5. Second hole was a par 3. And I got a hole in one.
How big is
Game
the
over.
hole in foot golf?
It's the same exact. How big is the actual
Oh,
hole?
I was like the same exact. How are you getting in the hole?
Same length and everything, but the hole is, approximate size to the to the
To the ball.
ball. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I can tell you that it's a blast. It's way easier than golf, but the next day my body hurt way more because I don't.
Sure
think,
you-
we didn't stretch or anything because I was like, fuck all
Did I
that.
play with you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went on the
no,
same
but you were
course.
saying we didn't stretch and you were pointing at me. I'm like, I don't.
Sorry. No, I don't mean you. I meant like the guys that I went with. Yeah.
Do they
we went
have-
on that course that you recommended.
Do they just do it on golf courses or they have actual
No,
foot-
it's
Oh,
it's
okay.
same exact golf course. Yeah.
It seems cooler than golf. to
Yeah.
me. But just the idea that you say it, if somebody else is saying it, I feel like it'd be like foot golf. Yeah. What else? Like, I'm trying to think of what other sports they can make cool. Like other things you could do.
I see Bert does the frisbee.
Yeah, frisbee golf is fun too.
That's
That
the
looks
word.
fun.
That
You-
does not look
it's a blast.
What?
It's a blast.
Spin the disc through the woods? I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. It has all the elements of golf, except you're not using a club and you use a frisbee. The only thing that sucks is when your frisbee goes into the
That's
water.
0 elements of golf.
Oh, it's got so many elements. You
But
got
again-
you got weather, you got grass.
This goes back to you just not drinking. You don't like drinking. These are all drinking. But I'm just saying these are all drinking.
Yeah.
Not
sports.
drinking / not athletic.
Yes.
Those are two big. Those are two big parts of it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jim Thorpe. I didn't realize you.
I mean, you just said it.
Super
You're not.
athlete.
You're not athletic though.
No, but
you,
that's not a reason to not like it. There's plenty of things I like that I can't do. You know what I mean? I played on softball leagues before. I was not a great softball player, but I find that to be fun.
But it's a lot more fun when you're good.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm not
Yeah,
good
you
at-
don't know. You're not.
Yeah,
good.
you don't know
That's the
because
thing.
you're not good either.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like it's some people like you guys love competition, and I admire that, but I've never been that competitive with anything. So
That's
I
the
just-
same
Because
way.
you're not good. That's what
no,
losers
that's,
say.
that's not what losers say. No, it's not. There's plenty of stuff that I'm better than you at. That
Like,
I don't know. Do you play video games? Do you play
Nope.
Wii tennis?
Nope.
So I would rock your world at Wii tennis.
Blow me away.
loser.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like good.
oh, but you know what? How I'm not a loser? I
How?
don't play.
Well, that,
Can't lose
how
if you
does-
don't play.
That doesn't make any sense.
Reverse Florida lottery.
That is the
you
dumbest thing
can't
I've
lose
ever
if
heard.
you don't play.
All right,
Reverse
sure.
Florida lottery.
Yeah.
You got to be out to be out.
Yeah. How do you
Yeah.
know if you beat me? I never played.
I can't even look
Right?
at you.
That's why I'm the
That's
greatest football
ridiculous.
player ever.
I would be as shocked as you are about Galvin's foot golf. I'd be as shocked if you saying you're playing like a softball league.
Yeah, I did for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
don't see you running bases.
But they didn't bring them to me. Yeah, we played softball one time on a team with the station, and I was awful, but I liked to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knocked the guy out. Do you remember that? I ran into the shortstop where I turned second base, and he tried to make the play. I knocked him out. I think the guy almost had to go to the hospital. All we did was run into each other. He was a little man. He was like older than me, but he was little, and we smashed into each other. And I was like, you ran into me. I don't know what you want. I'm running
tough
the
being
bases.
little.
The Grammatica kickball. Didn't everybody stop playing because all the injuries?
Yeah.
Everyone
Like-
kept getting hurt
Yeah.
every year.
John said he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Like,
That fun.
Yeah.
That fun.
Kickball is fun.
Yeah. Not good at that either.
Oh, I'm pretty good at kickball.
Carmen, you didn't get hurt, did you?
I did not.
Yeah, neither did I.
Yeah, I did stretch though.
Yeah, so did
I took it serious, and I know that I'm getting older, and I can't just go out and start running.
Right, exactly. That's why
You're
whenever,
talking to a girl who hurt her back sneezing.
Yeah. Brushing her teeth.
Yeah,
when
listen, this was 5 years ago.
when they had the company thing just recently where they did the punt, pass, and kick thing, whatever, they had the 40-yard dash set up. And people are like, you can run, do 40-yard? And I go, no. I go, you're going to rip your hamstring. Like all of you people who haven't run or done anything, whatever. I go, there's no way I'm doing that. First off, I'm not a good sprinter. I said, I would have a better chance running 40 miles than I would 40 yards. I go, you're out of your mind. And by the way, I have video of people running it, and it's awesome because John Brennan looks like a baby that's trying to slow down. Jason Meter was trying so hard. What's her name? The one girl, Jenna, started out and immediately fell on her face. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're like 3, 2, 1. She went, gaga, and fell down and stuff.
That's what I would do, so I don't have to keep running.
Yeah.
I love watching unathletic people do athletic stuff.
Yeah, it could be fun.
I still think they should do, you know how like the Olympics are every 4 years? In between them, every 2 years, you should have regular people.
No, you should have.
versus the Olympics.
No,
So you
I'm sorry, Car. They should have in what somebody wrote this before. They should have somebody out of the stands come and compete
Yeah.
against the Olympic
That's what I'm
athletes,
saying.
so that
You
you
should
can
have regular
see.
people and
Yeah,
Olympians.
so that you can see the difference. Did you ever see Usain Bolt? Do that where they had him run down the street. They had like a bunch of people set up. It looked like a marathon, but they were doing a sprint, and they had him out there with a bunch of other
And
people.
nobody knew it was him, or
No, they all
just,
knew it was
Yeah.
him, but it was like him and everybody else. And let's see how well you do. I mean, he was so far ahead of them. Of course he was, but it's unbelievable how far ahead of him because obviously he's competing against the best in the world and smoking all of them. Do you think Joe Schmo is going to have a chance?
What are the odds that his name is Bolt?
Right?
Yeah, that's wild.
If I'm Tommy Cancer, I'm not feeling it.
Oh, man, that is a rough go.
Save it for Saturday night. Save it for McCurdy's Comedy Club.
Lock it in.
And all my jokes. I'll be out there with Bobby Kelly Friday and Saturday night. Bobby is going to be at McCurdy's Comedy Theater in Sarasota. If you want to go, tickets are selling really fast this week, so it's only Friday and Saturday night shows. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I
And
finish my sentence now. Yeah.
Yep.
Doing the make 'em ups.
And then Saturday, are you going to Shark Coast?
I am 100%. Bobby
Oh.
is very excited about it.
I will be there too. From
Do you know what time yet?
11 to 1.
All
Ooh.
right, I'll be there in that window.
Okay.
I may be there a little after 1.
Good, perfect. I'll be gone by then.
yeah. It's not on purpose, Byron. I have a coffee date
golf.
starting at 11.
Are you going to dress up like Carmen?
Hold on, don't pass
No,
over
no,
that.
no,
Where you
no,
got a
no.
coffee date?
Yeah, remember we talked about it yesterday?
Where?
It's a place is called Perk.
Well, you
in
shouldn't give out
Yeah.
the place. I meant where, what city?
Sarasota.
You're driving to Sarasota for a woman.
Yeah.
I saw
coffee.
I saw a picture of her.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd cross a bridge for it.
Nah, I don't think so either.
You're such a dick.
I'm just saying, it's all right.
So 6, 7. What are we looking at?
Depend where like.
I'd say 6.5.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't go across a bridge for 6.5.
No.
Not,
And
she's
coffee.
Not if she's not going down on you on the other side of the
right?
bridge.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Christ.
I'm just going to have coffee and talk about The Alchemist.
If she's
Yeah.
not grinding your beans, that's not happening.
I'm very excited for it. I can't wait to hang out with her.
Yeah, I didn't know you had to go drive to her.
Yeah.
What do you
Well,
do?
don't
Hey,
date.
how you doing? Like, let's pretend I'm her.
Okay.
Hi, you must be Anthony.
Hi, I am Anthony. So
Now, are you wearing like a hat with a red rose on it so they can, or you see each other? You know it.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, we FaceTimed before,
I'll
so
be wearing my pink Psycho Bunny shirt.
dude, I should wear something just outlandish. like a
Well, it's
feather
Star
in my
Wars Day. You
cap.
should dress up like Han Solo.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm not gonna do
No,
that.
full on like R2D2.
Yeah.
And just take the top off. Just all
Hello.
sweaty.
How will I know it's you? You'll know.
You'll know. You'll know.
Can we get to see a picture of this one?
I'll send you a photo.
Hey, when
Carmen.
she sits down, just be like, you will go down on me.
I
nope,
don't
nope.
do that.
Don't want that right
Just
now.
Jedi mind trigger right
Yeah,
into it.
yeah.
You don't want that right now. So
Yeah.
if she said to me, listen to me, if she said to you, this coffee date has been the best coffee date. Let's go to your car. You'd say no.
I would say no. Yeah,
Let me
I would
play
like
with
to
your
get to-
cannoli.
I would like to get to know her better first. Yeah.
Oh my God, for real?
Yeah.
So you're gay now?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
gay guys would be like, yeah, let's do it. Gay guys will bang in the mangroves. They don't need to.
I told you that's how I used to date, and it has not ended well. So I would like to do it different now and not be the same person over and over
Yeah,
again.
but
Yeah, but you're doing other dumb stuff. Maybe
No.
maybe that one thing isn't the bad thing.
no,
maybe the sex wasn't what was bringing you down.
no,
That seems like the good part.
it's all boiled down into one.
You know, it'd be great if you got back with Kelly.
No,
Whoa.
talk about going backwards.
Not after what you said.
Me? I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? Off the air. I didn't say nothing.
Yowza.
What was that other girl? Cancer face thing.
Oh
Stephanie.
man,
Stephanie,
yeah.
She was hot.
Yeah.
Find her and be like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I screwed up.
Every girl that I've had a relationship with has been hot.
No.
So who?
I'm not gonna say it on the air.
Oh, the
We know.
I would say there's like 2 that are not hot.
which ones?
Well, I'd rather not say. I don't want to insult
I
them.
mean, you can't say it and then not say it.
Yeah. You want to text
Carmen?
it to the group?
No, I don't want to text it to the group. I know how you people work. You're learning from me.
Yeah.
I learned it from you, Dad.
Yeah.
I mean, you had no problem going off on Ellen Page the other day.
for real. And we're not even dating. We just went
Yeah.
on one date.
Listen,
I did
she
not go off
looked
on
like
her.
Ellen Page.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's if you take that as an insult, then that's an insult.
She's
whatever.
such
But
a
it's
sweetheart.
just it's a fact.
And I
bro.
didn't call her Ellen Page. I said she looked like the Charlie McCarthy dummy.
I said Ellen Page.
Yeah.
Ellen Page, very popular. That's not really a
Elliot
bad
Page.
thing.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Elliot.
Page.
You guys
My
keep
bad.
dead naming her.
No.
You terrible people.
I love Juno.
Is that what it's called? Dead naming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not familiar with all these hip terms, and that makes sense. Unaliving yourself and dead naming.
Yeah.
Speaking of dead naming, what's her name now? I forgot. I don't know her lady name.
Cowhead.
No, that's dead name.
I know.
Dead naming.
That's what I'm saying.
No, the lady from Jeopardy that was a transgender that won last night was Tournament of Champions.
Oh, boy.
And she was back. I feel like her effort has gone downhill. She's relying on her God-given beauty, which isn't working for her. What is her name?
I don't know.
Troy.
Samantha.
Even if you say it, I don't know whether I'm going to know it.
She just looks like Eddie from the store. Like Eddie from the store is now Edith from the store, and you're like, Edith, it ain't working. Just
Amy Schneider.
Amy Schneider.
There you go.
Did she win?
She did not.
No, spoiler.
Yeah.
Now that's the name that she picked.
Yeah, I mean, she's straight up like a Ralph.
Okay.
Her face is the guy face still. She's just got a little longer hair. By the way, I'm not. I mean, she's incredibly intelligent on the show. She's charismatic. I wouldn't be surprised if they let her do some sort of offshoot of that show or something. But she just, I feel like she came out of the gate with a whole lot of effort and then just let it fall off.
Do they have a locked-in host now? Is it Ken Jennings?
Ken Jennings,
He's
yeah.
the guy?
The Maya Bialik they let her go after a while. She was not good.
By the way, I love that they have on here. So I looked up her name, and then she has a Wikipedia page, and it has early life and personal life. It says Schneider grew up in Dayton, Ohio. All right. Anything you want to know about her? Anything you want to know about her? Because it's not in here.
Oh, okay.
That she was born a man and what her name
It
was.
doesn't say it in there?
No, of course
It
not.
doesn't say transgender at all?
Nope, nothing about that. It says, American writer and game show contestant, winning 40 consecutive games, blah, 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 blah. Schneider is known for her skill in Final Jeopardy round, not known for her penis. I added that in.
Yeah.
It says she was voted most likely to appear on Jeopardy in 8th grade throughout her run.
Nobody
Schneider-
voted her most likely to get off penis guy?
Here, this is where they start talking about it. She has a cat named Meep. Oh, no, that's nothing to do with anything. Here it is. Oh, finally, all the way down here. It says Schneider is a trans woman. She transitioned in 2017. Does not give her name. Ooh, she is married to her partner, Genevieve Davis.
Ooh.
After a 3-month engagement. I wonder if Genevieve used to be Jean.
Interesting. They've had some interesting contestants on. They've had some really pretty smart women on there. They've had some the guy Rogesh last night who won is one of my favorites. He's so straightforward. I don't know. I really like Jeopardy.
It's great. It's a great show.
And last night I got a double dose.
Oh.
Yeah, that is not working.
That is.
I mean, you see Ralph right in that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Ralph is her name, so don't all send me bad emails.
Well, neither do I because they don't have it in the Wikipedia. You know that somebody was like, man, that lady looks like Ralph that I used to go to school with.
All right. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Those are the phone numbers if you'd like to reach us on the program today. You can do that on the sorry, I got distracted by looking at the fire at Cody's Roadhouse.
Yeah, that looks massive.
Well, also, isn't that like the third Cody's Roadhouse that caught fire?
I didn't even think those were around anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly they're not. They're burning up.
Yeah.
What's the conspiracy theory on that? Why are all Cody's Roadhouses catching fire?
Oh, man.
They don't
Mr.
have
Cody.
blue roofs.
It's actually not even on fire. That's just they brought out some fajitas.
Oh, yeah, it's Caitlin Lockerbie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That face is tight.
Whoa.
Wait.
What?
I'm not saying nothing. Last time
yeah.
it ended very badly. I'm just saying she's very pretty. Let's move
Night
on.
Ridge. You know, the Pappases.
All right, let's take a break. And we got the open letter rewind coming up. Then we come back. Carmen will tell us what we have to give away, and we will do Sporcle. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. A lot of people are hitting me up. Have you seen the Bon Jovi thing? Yeah, I watched the first 4 hours of it in the day it came out.
Well, that's the
I'm well
whole
aware
thing.
of it. Yeah, I'm just saying I watched it all that day.
Yeah, I
So,
watched
yeah.
it all too.
I have to keep telling people that I saw it, so they stop asking me if I've seen it.
What's your big takeaway from all of it? Do you have one?
I don't know if it's something that I didn't know before, so I'm not, what are you hitting at?
No, I think after the whole thing, I'm on Richie's side.
Oh, yeah.
Richie really said it perfectly. He goes, it doesn't sound like Bon Jovi. You know why? Because I'm not on it.
Yeah.
He goes,
Oh, yeah.
it's it. They started doing the country stuff and everything. And then,
Richie Sambora said on the show, said, Richie, what do you think about this new country Bon Jovi? And he said, it is what it is. That's when we knew it was over.
Right. And then you see where John, which he does a lot of great stuff, whatever, but when he started getting into politics and he's up there holding Hillary Clinton's arm up and stuff, I was like, oh, Richie does not want any part of that.
No.
He just wants to put stars on his guitar.
Richie's new album, or his new songs he's releasing are pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to put him against the new Bon Jovi stuff, I'm like, ooh.
I also love that Richie never left New Jersey. Like even after like the first 2 albums, he was still living with his parents.
Yeah.
And just the way he talks and looks and everything, he's just so Jersey. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad. I feel like there will be a comeback concert or something. They're too smart to pass that money up,
By
and
the way,
John really needs them to sing.
By the way, how old is Phil X, do you think? Phil X is
40,
the guitar
41,
player. The guitar player that they
39.
brought in. 41, 39.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who he is at all?
No, I do not.
All right. So you say 39, 41, somewhere in there?
Yeah.
He's 58 years old.
Wow.
Is that
58?
Is that crazy?
Oh my God, he looks like a little kid.
Yeah, yeah. That is wild. I did not think he was that old because I was thinking about it. I was like, that's weird. He gets along with those guys and they're so much older than him. And then I looked it up. He is 58 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old's Bon Jovi?
Bon Jovi's
62?
six. Yeah.
62.
Is that right? I think you said 62.
Yeah. I think that was a couple years ago whenever that came out. And, he was turning 60, whatever.
I may be wrong. He may just be 60.
Yeah.
He is 62.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They must
Yeah,
have
but-
made a reference to it in the show.
Phil X is 58, which is crazy because he looks really young.
Gosh. Golly.
Gosh,
No, really. He does look. Yeah, I thought he was 40. I thought he might be 38.
yeah.
Yeah. Holy cow. All right, Carmen, what do we have to give away today?
We have a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
So
Tell us about
okay, I will. We have tickets for Brooks and Dunn,
Oh.
Sun and Fun Fest,
Mm-hmm.
New Kids on the Block,
Yes.
Imagine Dragons,
Oh.
Stained with Breaking Benjamin, and the Marley Brothers.
All right.
I feel like Stain plays here once a week.
Yeah. Yeah. Either Stained or Aaron.
Yeah, it's like they're here
Lewis.
all the time.
Yeah, it seems like it.
When that song came out with Fred Durst singing with him, and he kind of like introduced Stain to everybody,
Yeah.
I thought that song was. I couldn't get that out of my head. It was great.
It was good.
And then the rest of it. Although I did.
They got a couple good songs, but
That was me.
Yeah, it's like the third time, by the way.
jeez.
You didn't hear it the first two times?
No, I did
Who's
not.
calling you at this
That
hour?
was me.
Oh, texting.
Yeah.
What are you texting? Is it Mike a jerk?
No.
Listen to these idiots talking about Bon Jovi.
No, it was something
Not as
that
cool as Duke,
Dick
man.
texted me.
Did you believe Phil X was 58? What a bunch of losers.
Are we on live?
Yeah, but everything's good. Everything.
All right, let's give some stuff away right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Old Ringy Ring over there is your backup judge and scorekeeper. I don't know what he is. Scorekeeper.
He doesn't know what he is.
Yeah. It's Kate Sheet, Joe. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right, today we're going to be playing Missing Names Rappers Edition, A through Z. So I'm going to give you a part of a rapper's name, and you're going to give me the missing name.
How are you
A
going to do
through
this
Z.
with Hip Hop King over here?
I know, it's unfair.
What?
I'd rather do easy math.
Yeah, is there a Zupa one tomorrow?
Might as well do Zeppelin.
All right, your first one, A, 3000.
Andre.
Mike Calta. B, Daddy Kane.
Big.
Galvin. C, the rapper.
Chance.
Mike Calta. D, Snoop.
Dog.
Spanish. E, Missy.
Elliot.
Spanish. F, WAP.
Betty.
Spanish. G, Killa.
G. No.
Killer.
G,
Killa. Gorilla. No.
Blank Killa.
Ghostface.
The old ghost face.
Mike Calta. H, MC.
Hammer.
Geo.
Hey, right up your rap alley.
Geo,
You
don't hurt
can't
him.
touch this.
I, Cube.
Ice.
Geo. J, Rule.
Ja.
Spanish. K, Mike.
Killer.
Spanish. L, Miss Hill.
Lauren.
Lauren.
Lauren. Mike Kelta. And Pap. We're halfway there.
Galvin has 1 point. Gio has 2. Michael has 4. And Spanish is your leader right now. He's winning by 1 with 5.
Okay. All right. All right.
Streak
all right.
Slayer.
You reversed
All right.
Florida lottery me.
All right, we're doing rappers missing name edition, A through Z. Your next one, M, Gun Kelly.
Machine.
Geo. N, Minaj.
Nikki. I was so worried about that.
Oh, boy.
Spanish. O, Dirty Bastard. What'd you say, Galvin?
I said old.
Pap.
Galvin gets the point.
Oh, my God.
Galvin gets the point. P, Cardi.
B. No.
Pierre.
I know it now. I want to guess again,
Oh, what is
please.
this,
Can I guess one more time?
P,
No.
blank Cardi.
Peggy.
Playboy.
Playboy is what I was looking for. No point. Q, Latifah.
Queen.
Spanish.
Equalizer.
R, ASAP.
Rocky.
Mike Kelta. S, 21.
Savage.
Mike Kelta. T, Scott.
Travis.
Galvin and Pap.
Oof.
We're on the last 3.
Oof.
Galvin and Gio both have 3 points each. Michael doubling that with 6, and Spanish is your leader. By 1, he's winning with 7.
Ugh. Ugh. What letter are we up to?
We are on U. We're doing rappers, missing names, A through Z edition. Your next one, U, Lil Vert,
Uzi.
Spanish, V, Ice,
Vanilla.
Spanish, and your last one, W, Kanye.
West.
Spanish.
Damn it.
Loser.
Whoa.
Oh God, that felt good.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that mace that shoots straight across.
Yeah.
It's foam.
That should be fine.
At least 2 of those you didn't even get the point.
What was that?
There's one that was totally Mike.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. I said,
totally,
whoa,
totally.
on it. It's all right. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Your final score, Galvin and Gio both with 3 points. Michael doubling that with 6, and Spanish is your triumphant champion today. He won with 10.
You broke my streak.
I know. I'm sorry about that.
How many
but
was that?
That was 7 in a row that you had. Yeah.
Oof. Look at Christina Ohm. That does not look like a woman that kills dogs. She looks like a woman that pets dogs and holds them and unbuttons her shirt and
that
gives
is
me
a
a
lot
call
of
in the middle of the night.
Looks exactly like a woman that kills dogs.
In a weird way, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't even see her holding a
Too much
holding a gun.
rouge. You can't trust her.
Yeah.
Cage seat.
Yeah.
Cage seat with all that rouge.
She got psycho face.
She's got backlash over the excerpt from her new memoir where she talks about putting down a dog and like a goat or a horse or something. She had to put a couple animals down.
I'd like to just point out that serial killers usually start by murdering animals first.
Yeah, but they murder animals for no reason.
You
And
think
she's living the life of a farmer.
for no reason. I couldn't train the dog.
It said the dog was untrainable, and it was not. What are they going to do? If they bring it to the pound, it's going to die anyway.
Yeah. I'm sure she tried everywhere to get it trained because she can't train it. It's untrainable.
you'd think the editor would have said, "Hey, let's leave this.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and cut this paragraph."
Yeah.
I think that she thought. I think that she thought that it would make her appeal to more people because there's a whole bunch of people who live that lifestyle where they have to put their own animals down and they kill chickens to eat and all that stuff. And I think they thought, well, they'll think she's really, one of those.
A real badass.
Yeah. I'm a real go-getter. I get stuff done. Dog can't sit, shoot it in the face.
Yeah.
That's never worked out for any people. There's nobody that wrote about killing an animal. Where they're like,
No. Even if, even if like what you're saying, you use the entire animal and do all that stuff, people are still like, yeah, but just go to the store. That way we don't know how it happens.
Right, we'd rather be ignorant to the
Especially a
situation.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she, obviously she could have tried some other things.
She could have taken it to a shelter. She did not need to kill it.
Not only take it to a shelter, she could have taken it to a rescue where, I don't know what the dog was specifically, whatever, but like a lab rescue where they have, trainers and people that work, or just a place that works with hard to train dogs,
Yeah.
Call Caesar. Get Caesar over there.
But she's one of those people who is my animal, my property, my problem.
Oh, yeah.
I read Old Yeller. I know what I got to do. I got to go out there.
How old was the dog?
I don't know. I didn't read the book, believe it or not. I just read excerpts. What they should do is they should just shoot that dog that keeps biting all the Secret Service.
Yeah, I know, right?
What's that dog's name?
General, right? Is that
General,
like that?
I think it's Major.
Major.
Yeah, or don't have a dog around a bunch of people whenever the dog bites one. Once the dog bites one person, whatever, the dog doesn't want to be around people. It's telling you it doesn't want to be around people. That's why it's biting people. Get it out of there.
I got to imagine.
And you're the president of the free world. You can't find a trainer that can train that dog?
That's what I don't get is get a trainer and one of those Secret Service guys has almost shot that dog and the other ones have got to be like, don't put your gun away, Harry. Put your gun away.
The day he says, I'm going to go to South Dakota, I'm taking Major with me, it's going to be a problem. Major ain't coming back from that trip at all. What do we have coming up in news, Galvin?
Coming up in news today, floppy or sloppy, better addiction, and time is money.
All right. Galvin is your news. We'll take a quick break and come back right into it. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I'm looking forward to playing that, believe it or not. I feel like this is there's no pressure on this one.
Get it? What's Bobby doing? 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday?
2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. It should be a fun time.
I will be Saturday. I'll be out at Ruth Eckerd Hall doing the stage announcements for David Spade, and our friend Katie Pedretti said, "Hey, I just want to make sure you have all the info and what time and da-da-da-da-da." And I said, "Yep, I'll be there. I'm ready to go. Just one step closer to me and David Spade becoming best friends."
Yeah.
And she wrote back, "I'm sure David is looking forward to it."
I almost got in a fight yesterday.
Oh, with Katie Pedretti?
Oh, she's so sweet. How could you do that?
She would be able to take you down.
I mean,
she'd
probably,
double leg you.
if I was wearing my flip flops. No, I went to the mall. I very well could be a listener. I don't know. I went to the mall with my wife, and I don't go in the mall. She just runs in, and I wait outside. But she wanted to grab lunch, so I said okay. So I parked in a spot, and it's really, I gotta tell you, it's hard with that truck. It sits up so high sometimes to judge things, and I have a front alarm and a back alarm, like when I'm going to hit something, the front alarm didn't go off. And I, as I was pulling into the spot at a half a mile an hour, I bumped the car in front of me and didn't even realize I'd bumped it. But there was a guy in the passenger seat, and he went crazy. He was like waving. I go, all right. I barely tapped to relax. So I get out of the car, and he jumps out of the car, and I go, "It was an accident." And I go, "Come and look at your car. There's no damage." And he's like, "I mean, what are you doing?" I go, "It was an accident. Relax." And then finally I go, "Oh." I go, "Now you're being an asshole." I said, "You want to get it crazy, you get it crazy." Then I go, "It was an accident. I'm sorry I hit your car." And he goes, "Thank you." And I went, "All right, you son of a bitch."
Yeah.
But I could tell, I told my wife, this is a perfect, everybody wants to be a gangster till it's time to be a gangster. Because I got out of the car, and I was like, "Relax." And he got out of the car, and then you realize it's over for him at this point. He's doing nothing. He did not expect a giant to get out of the car. No, I'm not saying he couldn't beat me up or anything. He just realized at this point he was in too far, you know?
Yeah, but also just think about if that was reversed to you and the guy got out and said, "Relax." You'd be like, "Don't tell me to relax. You just hit my car."
But he was he was going crazy in the car, like as if I had pushed him out of the parking spot.
Right. You're just
I looked at him and I gave him the "I'm sorry" way. I go, "I'm sorry, I got out of the car." I go, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize." And he started going crazy. I go, "Okay, relax.
Yeah.
Let's not get crazy."
Galvin hit my car in the driveway, and I was very relaxed.
You are. I told him, I go, "Hey, Gio, I bumped your car." I go, "Come look at it. I'll pay for anything, whatever."
Well, you know what this guy said to me? He goes, "Yeah, but what if I wasn't here?" I go, "What if you weren't here? First of all, you're a passenger in the car. It's not even your car. And second of all, if you weren't here, I would have done the same thing because there's no damage to your car.
Yeah.
Relax."
If you weren't here, I would have pretended like I was writing a note. You ever see those where somebody leaves the note on the car and says, "Hey, somebody saw me hit your car, so I'm writing this note. Sorry about that." Just left that. Oh,
My poor mom, somebody hit her car in the parking lot and really messed the fender up pretty bad. And
Really?
they just came out and they didn't leave a note or anything.
I was watching. I love watching YouTube. I just love randomly scrolling through and finding different stuff. But they have a lot of arrests on there. A lot of people that
Like body cam footage.
Yeah, the body cam stuff. And they pulled up on this guy who was from New York, who was down here in Florida, who was vacationing. And they had his truck on video because it happened at like a grocery store, Publix or something. And he walked out of the Publix and saw a car, walked around it, and then just keyed the whole thing.
I saw that. I saw that.
and
I'll
there-
never do that.
Well, do you know why he did it?
No.
Trump sticker.
Yep.
Yeah, that's so.
Two things. It's dumb to have a Trump sticker on your car because that's
You
going
don't
to
have any sticker, yeah.
Yeah, and then two, the way they were like, "Do you recall Tuesday, blah, blah, blah?" And he's like, "No, I don't think so, this, that." But then he immediately admitted it because he knew that he was just completely busted. His wife was so mad at him.
Yeah.
It was a "Let's Go Brandon" sticker.
Oh, let's go, Brandon.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Idiot.
So, yeah, but just so, and that gets you so worked up that you have to key that car.
If you don't think you're going to get caught, but you don't realize a lot of these cars now have cameras all on them, you know.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the guy that has like a Trump sign in his yard and he set it up to like electrocute
Yes.
people?
Yeah.
Because people kept stealing his sign.
great.
That's
Great
so
move.
good.
I wish I had those skills.
Yeah.
So I have. What time is it? I want to have something I want to do to Bobby, but I don't know.
7:12.
Plus, you listeners will probably rat me out.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna tell you anyway.
Oh, wait, yeah.
7, 8, 9. He can't be listening, right?
Nah.
You
What
might
time
have
does this plane get in?
10 o'clock.
Nah.
10:03. Yeah, he's definitely like on the plane, but he might be listening.
Probably not.
So I bought this thing. I saw it advertised on Facebook or something, and I bought it. It's a tiny little thumb drive.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I
And
remember
it
this.
fits into a USB port, or you could plug it into a USB plug and stick it in the wall, and you could program it to the intermittent times, and it's a cat meowing, and it goes meow, but it does it like every minute or every 3 minutes, meow. And I want to try and plug it into his hotel room this weekend. Oh, wouldn't that be great though?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if he's like, where is this coming from? Meow.
He is going to end up calling police or maintenance, and they're going to
Yep.
end up smashing a wall down, thinking there's a cat somewhere inside the wall, dude.
Oh, cat in the wall. I played this game.
It's you know? I know it's in here.
Yeah.
Oh, I bought it and I'm just sitting on it. I was waiting for the right time to use it, and I think I'm trying to bust it out this weekend.
They've got
That'd be
another one that does a sound of a cricket chirping.
Yeah,
every couple minutes.
That's even worse because I'll be sleeping and I know he's gonna be like, dude, there's a cricket in my room. It won't shut up. It's been chirping for a half hour. I'm looking forward to being out there this weekend. I haven't been to Sarasota in a while. Haven't gotten away from my family in a while. So
Oh,
I'm really
nice,
looking
nice,
forward
nice,
to it.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have a little coffee date over there.
Yeah, we can go for coffee.
right.
What would you do if you showed up with 3 guys or 2 guys?
She'd be like, "What's up with the gangbang? Let's go."
hey.
Yeah.
Like, all right,
Hey,
yeah.
man, Spanish said you want to talk about books.
I don't think that would be the first move. No, I've never done that before, but why not?
What if this woman is like, I totally want to have sex, but this queer just wants to talk about reading?
Yeah.
Could be a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, could definitely be a possibility. I don't think
And
so.
then
though.
he said he's not ready for it.
Oh my god! And her friend like, well, didn't you realize it when he was wearing a pink polo shirt?
Yeah. I didn't say I wasn't ready for it. I'm choosing not to have sex with somebody that I don't know.
Well, yeah, but you're not ready to have sex
With
right
someone
away.
I don't know. Yeah.
So I got an idea. What if somebody you did know was like, let's have sex,
Like who? Who you got?
somebody-
Like somebody if I've already had sex with?
or just somebody
Yeah.
you've known for a long time?
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Gino?
No, it's a personal place.
What?
Personal decision. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's dumb for you. It's dumb for me. I wouldn't want.
Yeah. No.
You would have sex right now with like an ex-girlfriend.
Oh, I don't know about ex-girlfriend, but somebody along those lines. Yeah, like somebody that I dated briefly before that I had sex with. Yeah.
Or somebody that you just liked and didn't
Yeah.
hook up with, but
No, I would have wanted to have already hooked up with her. I don't want to have sex with somebody that I haven't had sex with that I'm just meeting again that I saw 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
I can't wait until 6 months from now. Or like you were like, can't remember when I went that phase where I wouldn't want to have sex with anybody.
I don't think that's going to happen.
100%.
No, I don't think that's
100%.
going to happen. No.
Yeah, but once you guys share it with Scotty, you can, you know each other at that point.
You do know me, Gio. Thank you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. If you don't know, Mother's Day is coming up. It's happening on Sunday, May 12th. So if you want to get to your mother or your mother in your life, whether it be your wife or whoever it is, you want to get her something nice, get her something from Pelt Shoes. Maybe she has some shoes she's been eyeing there. She's like, ooh, I want to get those heels or those boots or those sandals or whatever. You can stop into Pelt and buy them for her. Or if you're not really sure, you could always get a Pelt gift card. That way they can go in and select them themselves. Pelt has 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. And don't forget, Sunday, May 12th is Mother's Day. So surprise the mom in your life with Pelt Shoes today. Stop in there. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you.
I will be traveling on Mother's Day.
Oh,
My
yeah?
wife gets nothing.
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 I don't like it.
Because even if I got her flowers, she have to carry the flowers back with her. She don't want that. We'll just do it another time.
At least a card, though.
Handmade.
I mean,
card.
I'm in L.A. What am I gonna go? Gotta go to L.A. Walgreens?
Write her a note.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
They don't have them there.
No, but what I'm saying is, then what I gotta give it to her in the hotel. We leave at 8:00 in the morning and be like, "Hey, good morning. Here's your happy mother."
Yeah.
Yes, that you went out of your way to get her a card.
Yeah.
Or bring one with you. Just buy it today and pack it in your luggage and do that, you know.
No, you're fine, man. Don't worry about it.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Gio. I
Yeah.
feel that way.
I'm glad
Good
I'm
luck
listening.
with your coffee dates in the future.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm glad I'm listening to my own advice now.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Well, you-
Come on. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you do.
I know what's
you
up.
do. Yeah.
I know what's up.
I can have sex with her because I know her.
Yeah, well, that's, but you're not going to get her a card. I mean,
Hundreds of faculty and graduate student workers rallied yesterday afternoon outside Columbia University's only open entrance, protesting the university's decision hours earlier to send police on campus to arrest more than 100 pro-Palestinian demonstrators. Protesters held signs including "No cops on campus" as police entered and exited the campus gates just feet away. Others held signs calling for the university president to resign.
Yeah.
The NYPD announced almost 300 arrests had taken place on Tuesday at Columbia and City College, hours before Los Angeles police in riot gear swept onto UCLA's campus to break up a violent melee between dueling protesters as opposition to Israel's war in Gaza continued to roll through universities across the nation. Locally, 4 current students at the University of South Florida were among the 10 people arrested on Tuesday after pro-Palestine protest on campus, according to the university. Out of the 10 arrests, 4 are current students, 2 are former students, and 4 have no affiliation with the university.
Yeah, which is interesting to me that they chose to protest over there at the university when they had nothing to do with it. But they are all people who I believe are of Palestinian descent or something, and that I looked at their names. It's, trying to figure that out.
I think it's a high traffic area. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where,
but
I guess you go downtown.
But still, also, that's kind of where it's happening right now. In fact, in UCLA, they're flashbanging and tear gassing right now, trying to break up what's going on in the UCLA camp that's been set up over there. That's still going on. So you got the USC one who was kind of broken up. Now you got the UCLA one. You got the ones in New York. It's getting really out of hand.
Yeah, USF was nothing compared to this.
No. Chad Cronister went in that took his shirt off and did it by himself.
They tried to come back yesterday, I guess, for a while, and then they got on campus for a little bit and then had to leave.
I watched that video. The minute that gas came out, they were like, later.
Yeah.
They had no nuts for the bad stuff.
No.
And what are they accomplishing by doing
I don't know.
Well, you're getting eyes on the cause. You know what I mean. So you're seeing, you have people seeing what's going on. There's I'm sure plenty of people before this week didn't really know what was going on or anything. And whether they're on your side or against you, but it's at least getting noticed by the rest of the world.
So the New York mayor said that he believed that it was outside agitators and actors and people that have been hired mixed in with it, and sure enough, they did facial recognition and they picked up a couple of known agitators.
I forgot they could do that now with that AI stuff.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, they had one woman who's been known to get all these things fired up. Yeah, they were showing a couple of pictures last night on the news.
Man, that's wild.
It's bold for the mayor to come out and say that.
Yeah.
And then when they asked him about it, he was like, yeah, we have information. He goes, we have technology that points that stuff out. He goes, we didn't just say it to say it. He's like, we are able to see that.
It's wild. There's like professional agitators that just go from
also a job I think I'd be good at.
Yeah,
Professional agitator.
The best job for you in the world.
they're just there to stir it up.
Yeah. You
I don't
and
know
Gio
how to
both.
push. I don't know how to push it to the line and not cross the line though. I need some more training.
We got this guy that will just come in and into the parking lot and he'll bump your car.
Yep.
When you get mad at him, he tells you to relax. That's a good move. That's a good agitator.
I'd like to point out, I apologize. I apologize.
Relax.
Sorry.
Then you called him an a-hole.
Yeah.
Well, I said to him, I go, look, I can't. I got out of the car. I
Right.
checked it. It's not there. And I go, now you're acting like an asshole.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
A ban on abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy took effect in Florida last night, just after midnight. Before that, the state had been a refuge for abortion access in the South after the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade. Florida banned abortions after 15 weeks in 2022, but the vast majority of its neighboring states had stricter restrictions. So more than 9,300 people traveled here last year for abortion care. That's more than double the number in 2020, according to data. Around 84,000 abortions were performed in Florida last year, about 1 in 12 nationwide. Florida's new law will curtail that trend. It is now a felony in the state to perform or actively participate in an abortion after 6 weeks of gestation, which is about 2 weeks after a missed period. The ban has exceptions for rape, incest, and human trafficking up to 15 weeks of pregnancy. State law also allows abortions to save a woman's life or prevent quote, substantial and irreversible physical impairment, but doctors might still worry about their legal ability or legal liability, rather.
6 weeks is insane.
Ridiculous.
It's insane. You don't even know you're pregnant sometimes.
Yeah, like I don't understand.
They should change it to what was it? What were the exceptions?
For human trafficking, incest, and rape.
And drinking. That's
I mean, come on, man.
This way they can go, hey, we banned it, but this guy was drinking.
Yeah.
Or a girl.
And I thought the people were supposed to get to vote on this. I didn't realize that it was just he was deciding, the DeSantis was deciding.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to go
It's
to a vote for
election time,
Yeah. I don't know. That's wild to me.
It's insane.
Yeah,
it's
I
insane.
don't get it.
It's insane.
It's 2024.
Yeah. Like everybody should have their own choice, man.
Right.
Yeah, because think about it. You have one night where you have you made some. You didn't even make a bad decision. You just let one slip through the goalie, and it was an accident. And now you're like, oh, I'm not in a position to have a child. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Right. So do I have to just take a pregnancy test every week, just
Pretty much.
double check? Because, if I ever go past that 6 weeks or something,
You got to leave the state.
But also, if you do everything, and obviously the only way is, abstinence and not do it like Spanish is doing.
Yeah,
Spanish is doing his part.
Well,
You use protection and stuff. Protection is not 100%.
No.
So you could be doing the right things, but still get pregnant and be like, oh, well, that, I tried not to. It's not like I was just out there like, hey, here we go. Come and get it.
Dude.
There's teenage pregnancies that happen all the time, and now they have to, they don't have the choice.
I got a girl pregnant in college, and I would have twins right now if she didn't get a swishmortion. Yeah, bro. Could you imagine?
No.
Could you imagine? Yeah.
You were in no position to have a child. How old are you in college?
19.
No position.
None
That would have
whatsoever.
been terrible for you, the girl, and the kids.
Yeah. It
Have
would
they
have been
come
the worst.
back and haunted you yet?
Sometimes. Yeah, it's not fun.
no.
I've only gotten one
Gotta
girl
be more
pregnant
careful.
twice.
Yeah. What's that?
I only got one girl pregnant twice.
Yeah, smart,
That's it.
smart. The girl that
Actually,
I was
3 times.
the girl that I was seeing stopped taking her birth control and didn't say anything. That's
Who
hot.
wants your baby that bad?
I don't think she wanted it that bad. I think she was boozing so much
And
that
then
she forgot.
Put you in a scissor lock.
Yeah, come
Lock you
here.
in, yeah. You're not going
Not with
anywhere.
that face.
You're not going anywhere. A massive fire roared at Cody's original Roadhouse here in Tampa early this morning. The chain restaurant location on West Hillsborough Avenue was fully engulfed in flames just after 5 a.m. According to Hillsborough County Fire Rescue, they were called there around 5:15 a.m. this morning. The first arriving units attempted an interior attack but faced harsh conditions, so they pivoted to a defensive attack. Live aerial shots we have on Bone TV, some of the shots there, show firefighters attacking the fire from using elevated water streams. They've been said there's no injuries so far, according to the
And there's
HCFR.
none of those soft buns left either.
Oh man.
That I gotta tell you is a little sad. That's me and Amanda. That's our Cody's.
Really?
Oh, is it?
Aw.
We used to, when we were poor, we used to live together in the apartment up the block, and we used to go there for 2 for 1 for heating.
That's cool.
Yeah,
You guys have a Cody's, and you're not going to get her a Mother's Day card.
I didn't. She doesn't want. How many cards do you keep?
How many do I keep? Actually, we have like a bunch that need to be tossed out. I don't keep them, but
Right.
listen, here's my thing. Here's me with my wife on anything. I go, you don't have to give me anything. First off,
Me too.
First off, you're using my money.
Yeah.
Secondly, I have everything I need, and if I don't have it, I get it on Amazon. Give me a card. I said that's all I need.
Yeah.
Just give me a card
That's nice.
so I know that you're thinking and doing it and stuff. That's
That's
all I
very
want.
nice.
I have 2 cards. One that my wife wrote a lot inside, I kept, and then one that my daughter gave me that said, on Father's Day, I used to live in your balls.
That's awesome.
Yeah, those are the ones that I have.
Well, I know that she wrote you a poem that you won't read on air. Will you return the favor and write her a little something?
Oh, I'd write her a poem a day.
Yeah?
She doesn't want that.
No, you don't think so?
No,
She
no.
wrote you a poem.
No. I'm
right.
telling you, if I wrote her a poem, she'd vomit.
But then why would she write you a poem?
That's my question.
She's like telling you
'cause
what she
knows
wants
that
by doing it.
No, she knows what I want.
You do like the poems.
I like it from her.
But yeah.
Yeah, because she doesn't normally do that.
Okay.
That's also like every once in a while if they throw the butt at you. You're like, "What's this?" And you're like, every once in a while you got to change it up, do
Hey.
something that I know you want.
Okay.
But I don't necessarily want to give you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Life
So-
can be simple. Life can be hard. I still haven't stopped laughing since you fell in the yard.
Wait.
I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That was really good.
That's beautiful.
Ozempic! Your boobs are flattening. Ozempic has already been linked to a
I thought
host
you were
of,
talking about me again. I'm like, I didn't do anything.
host of bizarre bodily changes, including sagging skin and sunken in cheeks. But now women are reporting side effects dubbed Ozempic breasts.
Oh, man.
I got those.
Which is when their boobs either shrink or balloon in size.
Oh, why do
So
we
you don't know what you get. You don't know what you get. Doctors say the former.
I'd like the first one, please.
Yeah.
Doctors say the former is to be expected because as someone loses weight, fat tissue is in the breast. That's what breasts are, fat tissue. So that diminishes, making them smaller in size. Another theory is that as people become skinnier, their breasts simply appear larger. Still, dozens of women have been left feeling disappointed or pleasantly surprised due to the phenomenon.
Now, I'm assuming that anybody that has rapid weight loss is on Ozempic.
Right? And that's funny because Carmen says that all the time.
But
And
there are people that have been heavy their whole lives or heavier, and now all of a sudden they just went boom. So I'm assuming, and I don't have a problem with it.
Right, which I feel bad for somebody who's working their ass off and dropped a bunch of weight, and everyone's like, Ozempic, and they're like, no, I've been working out. They're like, okay, Ozempic.
Listen, I don't need anybody's approval for anything, so I don't care. But did you see Melissa McCarthy and Barbara Streisand?
Yeah.
Barbara Streisand was like, Melissa McCarthy looks great. Is she on the Ozempic? Who are you to ask that
Is
question?
that unbelievable that she put that on a post? Like, how out of touch with reality are you, Barbara Streisand, that you would put that up there? You know what I
Also,
mean?
Melissa McCarthy was very, very heavy.
Yeah.
If she was on Ozempic and now she looks as good as she does, how do you have any other feeling for her other than good for her?
Oh, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't really care, whatever. But I'm just saying, I feel bad for people who are working out and doing this stuff, and people are like, whatever, Ozempic.
Yeah, it's like
listen.
you're cheating. You don't get the credit for losing the weight. Yeah.
Justin Stengel posted a picture of him yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
He looks like he lost 100 pounds.
Yeah. I thought he photoshopped that because he had Mauricio from whatchamacallit, not Vanderpump Rules, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
The guy, and I thought he just put his head on like somebody else. And I was like, oh no, that's Justin.
He
looks
looks
good.
fantastic,
Yeah.
and I assume Ozempic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know? But I just don't know why it's not working so well for me. I'm just saying.
What'd you make me think of? Oh, I posted a thing the other day where somebody put my belly fat, and it was the speech DiCaprio where he goes, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. So funny. I don't think this is a problem. A 51-year-old Catholic priest in Pennsylvania used a church's credit card to spend over $40,000 on upgrades to mobile games like Mario Kart Tour and Candy Crush. He admitted to having a mobile game addiction. $40,000, he's got a mobile game addiction. Okay, well, he's not banging kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Listen, 40 grand. We don't have to pay hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars
Yeah,
to
that's a
these
lot of
families because he's, diddling kids and stuff. He's like, listen, I wanted to diddle a kid, but I got Mario Kart, so I just Mario Karted it out.
But is that where the bar is now? That, hey, if you're
Right,
not
like,
diddling kids,
yes,
at least.
yes.
As long as you're not touching kids, you're
That's
fine.
where it is. That's where, like, if he said that though, he goes, "Hey, listen, you know what we're doing, you know."
what we're doing?
So every time I felt like that, I did a little Candy Crush. So sorry, I used the credit card and spent 40 grand.
I'd
But,
like to point out that I like to play Pokemon and it has nothing to do with kids.
oh
Just putting that out there.
yeah, level 42 over here. Yeah.
Do you spend money on the Pokemon? You buy extra stuff?
Not very
Oh,
often.
he
Like,
bought the cheat thing.
I don't even know what that is. But no, you like every once in a while you run out of balls or something. But I mean,
Yeah, you do.
Pokeballs. But I mean, they give you free ones too.
Yeah.
So there's not like I wonder what my spending has been over the last 6 years.
Probably
Right.
not much.
No.
Yeah, because
Couple $100.
when I was playing it, they didn't charge much for that stuff. I do know the that Mario Kart game. Some of that stuff can get expensive because I had a couple buddies that play. Yeah,
I play another game called Bricks and Balls, and it's just a bunch of balls that you spin around and they try to break the bricks, and it gets harder and harder as you go up levels. And I'm at a level now. The last level took me almost a year to beat because I refused to pay them for the things that make bricks explode and stuff. And it took me a year to beat it, so I know I could beat this one on my own. So that's my challenge. I'm not buying it. I'm not spending any money on that.
Gio got me,
I'd rather molest the kids.
Whoa.
Old Squirtle over here.
turned me on to it's a Game Boy emulator.
Yeah.
So it turns your phone into an old school Game Boy. It's awesome
Tetris
and it's
on it?
free.
Oh, yeah. Super Mario Brothers,
Everything.
all the old Nintendo
Really?
games.
It's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. So that's what I've been playing recently.
If I have hemorrhoids, it's because all
Yeah,
the time
100%.
I played Snake on the toilet on my.
100%.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Snake. You remember Snake, Carmen?
Yeah.
I would play Snake every time I went to go take a deuce, and I would not quit until my Snake stopped moving, and that was good.
Hours go by.
Yeah.
I had that on the old Nokia phone.
Yep, the Nokia Snake phone. My butt would go numb sitting down there. First time that happened, I thought I was gonna die.
You get up and you follow.
Well, I was like I couldn't feel my like the front of my legs, and then I realized my whole butt was asleep.
And you want to be my latex salesman?
I am in and out. I'm not hanging out in there.
Oh, I hang. I'm a
Yeah.
hanger.
You
Yeah.
don't want to hang out?
No.
Oh my god! You of all people who like to eat in the closet, I thought I like to hide out in there. I lock the door, turn the fan on so I can't hear the outside world.
I had my wife cracking up because the other morning I go, "Hey, I found a Cheez-It in the bathroom," and she started laughing. And I go, "What is going on?" And she goes, "I was hungry and I didn't want to wake you up. I went to the bathroom
To eat Jesus?
She was eating Cheez-It. What are you doing?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, so weird.
You would if I was sleeping with my wife with cheeses next to me, I wouldn't wake up.
Yeah,
way.
neither would I. I don't know what she's doing. Wild.
She didn't
So
want you to
funny.
wake up to Cheez-Its in the bed. Is what it is.
yeah,
All
I
these
guess.
crumbs all over.
I
Didn't
got
want to share the cheese.
I don't even like Cheez-Its. I buy her Cheez-Its. Yeah.
You don't like
Well, I
Cheez-Its?
mean,
Love Cheez-Its.
they're fine,
they're so
but I'm not like.
Eating in the
Waking
bathroom.
up,
in the middle of the
waking
night.
up.
Here's how I feel about Cheez-Its. I can go my whole life without eating a
Same.
Cheez-It.
Yeah.
The minute I eat a Cheez-It, I have to eat the whole box.
Yeah.
No,
100%.
have you ever had the Cheez-It grooves or whatever?
Yes.
Oh.
I have
Oh.
kids, of course I have.
Yeah.
My God,
But also,
those are addicting.
Let's just all admit, too many Cheez-Its.
do you mean?
It's getting crazy. You got toasted, you got
Okay,
the big
all right,
ones, you got
yeah.
the white cheddar, you got the original, you got the family pack. You know what I
Tabasco
mean?
ones.
Yeah, it's too many. Because I really don't eat Cheez-Its, but I buy them because my son and my wife like Cheez-Its. So I'll buy, and I'm like, I don't know, just put like 4 of them in the basket. I'm like, I don't know, one of
Whatever,
these. Like,
yeah.
The Oreo cookies are the same way. There's a million different
Oh,
Oreo
yeah.
cookies now.
yeah.
What?
I have to tell you, I'm into pickles right now.
Oh, how are your cucumbers?
I got something coming up for you.
So they have to stay in there for 3 to 5 days, but I
Yeah.
took a little. They're actually
Really?
working. Yeah, all right.
All right.
Krillos.
Krillo.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what fantastic! Are they local?
I see them in Publix. though.
Yeah, that's where we got
Yeah.
our public. Fantastic, fantastic pickles.
A 40-year-old man in Turkey is suing his dentist after they pushed so hard while they were installing his implants that they drove it all the way into the guy's brain.
Oh my God!
What?
Yeah. Is that too far? Are you feeling any pain?
I mean, how high? Oh, what do
Yeah.
they do? I mean, what are they? What are
Yeah.
they thinking?
Too far. Too far. You've heard the saying, time is money? Mm-hmm. So how much is your time worth? What would you say per hour what your time is worth?
It's interesting you say this. This is one of the most enlightening things I've ever heard on the radio. Is the great Bob Lasseter, Tampa radio legend, was I must have been 22, 23, and he was on the radio talking about what your time is worth. Mm-hmm. And he said, if you go to McDonald's and buy a hamburger for $2.25, it's how many hours you have to work to be able to afford that hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
I never put it into perspective like that.
Oh, yeah.
So if I wanted to go right now and buy a McDonald's, big deal, too. I could pick up the change in my car and buy it. But somebody has to work an hour to get enough money to buy one of those hamburgers. And that's really depressing to think about.
What's more depressing is if you break down how long it takes you to burn off calories. So
Oh, my
the
God.
calories from that burger, how long it takes you? You're like, well, I have to go how far?
I have to climb what mountain?
I tell my kids that all the time. I go, do you know how long it took us to make the money for you to go do that?
Yeah.
All the time I break that down for them.
I don't.
Yeah, because think about like somebody who's working a normal job, whatever, and getting like an hourly wage, whatever, for them to get Uber Eats. You're like, that's more than a day. That's like 2 or 3 days of work to get that Uber Eats meal that you just got delivered. You know what I mean?
My
Because
brother-
it's expensive.
My son needed something the other day. He goes, I need $200 for this, but half of it is going to get paid back to me from the other kids. They just don't have Venmo or whatever. And I was like, okay, so here's the $200. And then he calls me yesterday and he goes, I got the cash from the. I go, okay, cool. And he's like, do you want it?
Yeah.
Of course I want it.
Good question, though.
I go, I don't ask your mother if she wants it. She's the CFO of the family.
So what would you say? How much is your free time worth for an hour? What do you think you are worth?
$500 an hour.
$500 an hour.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
That sounds good.
You just say yeah?
Yeah, that sounds
You're
good.
into
Well,
that?
time's not real.
I'm relating it on if you were trying to hire me for an appearance at this radio station, you're most likely going to pay $500 an hour.
Well, the average answer in a new poll was $240 an hour.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Do you know what that works out to for a
No, what do you
salary
got?
for the year? That's just over $499,000 per year. Yeah.
I'm good with that. I'll take that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
sure.
If you work, if you're doing that kind of,
Yeah.
But that's the thing is not a lot of people are making $499,000 a year.
they're not.
Yeah. So
Just kidding, Carmen.
top 5%. But like think about that. I'm sure there's a lot of people that overestimate and they're like, oh yeah, I'm worth this an hour. Which, hey, if you can get that, get it, whatever. But there's a lot of people that are not getting paid that because obviously that's $499,000.
So what do you
per
do? And you're doing 40 hours a week times 52 weeks? I mean, I'm asking if that's the
Let me
equation.
see how
Oh,
it
look on the
breaks
TV. The Rays are debuting their new uniform at the pier. Maybe I should go to the party at the pier and be like, hey, I didn't get one of those. I think you guys made a mistake.
Oh man, they're taking over my pier tonight. That's no.
Oh, you should go there and enjoy it.
I don't want to.
Yes, that's what that is. So that's 40 hours a week and working all 52 weeks.
40 hours a week
Yeah.
times 52 weeks times. Oh, that's a lot of math.
So it's 400. So
quit in
times
the middle of it.
what else are you timing? So that's what you would get per year if
Right.
you were getting $240 per hour and you were working 40 hours a week and you were working all 52 weeks of the year.
But I was going to take my salary and divide it by that number to try and figure out what my hours are getting paid, what I'm getting paid now per hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's your salary?
I know. No.
Almost at it.
I don't care. We're fine.
Almost
Just
had it.
imagine.
Top 5.
I'm hourly.
Let's just say
$600 an hour.
that
Okay.
you make $650,000 a year.
I don't know why you lowball me every time.
Wow. At least $650,000 a year. Divided by 52 equals. No, wait, that's not.
Yeah, right? See, I told you it's a lot of math.
Yeah.
So you got to figure out how many hours it is.
If I made that
Oh,
much
yeah.
money, I would just hit cars in the parking lot and not care.
Tell everyone to calm down.
You got to do a month and then times it by 12.
40.
Oh, boy.
Carry the 2.
Well, now you're messing me up. I'm not doing it. Well, there you go. Enjoy, everybody. In a new poll, 43% of people said they love to hear compliments about how good their place smells. So your house, whenever people come in, oh, it smells so nice in here and stuff. Mike, you have the thing in vent, which always smells good. Some even have a signature smell for their home, which I totally have because whenever I stayed at the Delano out in Las Vegas, in the lobby, it smelled so good. And I go, what is that scent? What do you have going on? And the lady told me, and I found it on Amazon, and I bought it. And we have those little the little diffusers, and you put the oil in there and stuff, and it smells like that. It smells so good. A lot of people say fresh flowers, strawberries,
Yeah.
bananas, that kind of
Ooh.
stuff. I don't know whether I want food.
No.
I don't like the fruity smells.
I
Yeah.
like fruit smells, but I don't like soapy fruit smells. Does that make sense?
Mine is, I believe it's like a some sort of tea and like bamboo or
Oh,
something like
man,
that.
that sounds nice.
Yeah,
I,
it's
I
nice.
bought a bunch of candles that were men candles one time.
Yeah.
They smelled like bourbon and cigars
Yeah.
and leather and whatever.
Fresh
I gave them all to Joe.
lemongrass.
Yeah.
I gave them to Joe. They smell terrible.
no, they smell really good.
Either they smell like Whore Island should smell.
I do like some fruit vegetable stuff for candles.
Yeah.
I remember the place I used to work, the girl brought in a candle and it was something in melon. And I go, it was fantastic.
I
though.
mean,
was like,
cucumber melon.
I think
like
that may have been it. That may have been it.
Yeah, cucumber melon was like our Bath and Body Works. Like that was
Yes.
our signature scent when
Yeah.
we were like in middle school.
Yes, it's a great Gatorade flavor too.
Ew.
Buff City has the best candles. If you ever get a chance to go to Buff City Soap, they have the best candles there, but their candles are limited. So,
Yeah.
like, I bought one for the beach that smelled like beach, and I went to get it, and they were like, "Oh no, that was last month's candle." I'm like, "What? That's the best smell ever."
If they make a Hooters chicken wing candle,
Oh, my
no,
God.
that
let
would be
me
the
know,
worst.
'cause
Yeah.
I would,
Yeah, but then
love,
you're just hungry all the
Yeah.
time.
I would love my house to smell like that.
It would be, I
God,
can
dude.
only imagine that's what Bob Password is worth for cologne.
All you do,
Hooters
Gio,
cologne.
is you get a dozen wings and then just go throughout your house and put them in the vents
All right,
and just
all
leave them
right.
up there and change it like every month.
Yeah.
When you pay your power bill, you just change
Swap
the
them out?
wings.
All right.
Yeah.
I haven't had a Hooters chicken wing in so long.
Oh, let's go today.
Oof.
How's the diet going?
I would go today.
Solid. I went to lunch yesterday, ate a salad, ate a big salad, came home and ate 6 pickles for dinner.
Interesting you say that. today is this month is National Salad Month.
Pickle
Poll asked people for the strangest things they like to put in their salad. Anything you put in your salad that's a little bit weird. I can tell you right now that I ordered a salad and it had like dried cranberries or craisins or something in it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, with this stuff. And it had like goat cheese, and I'm like, relax with all of it. It was delicious.
Oh yeah, I love a good goat cheese. I love pinoli nuts.
I love a little pine nut in there. Yeah, all that different stuff. So some of the things they said, strange things for salads, bananas.
Ew.
Oh, that's a fruit.
Yeah, but if they're a little bit older, that probably would be nice. Like if they're
Spanish.
Fruit, that's no.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, peanut butter is good in salad.
No,
Not a lot.
where?
Yeah, you don't do
Well,
a
in
lot.
the dressing.
Well, you
Like
don't
a
even.
Like I ate a Thai chicken salad from California Pizza Kitchen yesterday, and they make a peanut based
Sauce,
dressing on there. That's pretty goddamn good.
So I'll tell you how I was doing it is I get the goat cheese crumbles, which if you just put that in a salad and stir the salad, it kind of melts into like a dressing. So you just do a little bit of peanut butter in that, and then you mix that up, and then
it
it's
just
delicious.
sounds gross though.
I know it does, but it's
Probably
really
tastes
good.
great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Peppermint, which a mint is a
Leafy green
thing, whatever. So okay, whatever. And then popcorn.
No.
I love
Put popcorn in your salad.
In a
You put it in your salad?
No, not my salad, but
Yeah.
I just
Interesting.
love popcorn.
Yeah, me too. But I don't
Spanish
know.
isn't right. I think
it's
I
the
might
new
try it.
crouton.
Yeah. Oh, now you get some kettle corn. I would do kettle corn in my popcorn. It's nice,
sweet.
because it's crunchy, and then the salad is soft.
I am
Yeah.
very traditional.
Yeah.
I feel like you're eating salad. Yeah. You're gonna be like a dog that gets like a napkin in its mouth. Too much. So we're talking about all the different weird flavors and all the different stuff, and you were talking about your pickles that you're trying to do. Clausen's pickle-flavored wine spritzers are returning for summer after launching last year. They say that they're extremely popular.
Wow.
They're 6% alcohol, and you can pre-order 8-packs online for $50. Would you like a pickle-flavored wine spritzer?
I don't think so.
I bet you it wouldn't be bad, though, depending on how much pickle's in it.
Yeah,
You know
you're
what I
right.
mean?
You don't want too much pickle.
Are
Yeah.
you doing shots of whiskey before you drink the spritzer? Because that'd be a nice.
Well, they do that
pickleback.
with the pickleback and
Yeah.
the thing, So.
So what do they do? A shot of whiskey and then you drink pickle juice right afterwards?
Yeah, and if you're really going wild, you do it's whiskey and then orange juice. Tastes like pancakes. It's really good.
But like the pickle brine obviously takes the bite away from the whiskey. So
Yeah.
you're doing whiskey shots and doing that.
It's good.
They used to have, what was it? I think it was beer, cream de cocoa, and orange juice, and it's a Tootsie Roll. Yeah. Or
good.
Dr. Pepper. Maybe it was a Dr. Pepper.
Somebody
Yeah.
had one of those on the cruise.
These all sound so gross, but I bet they
But
taste
yeah, you put
delicious.
them together and
Yeah.
it's wild how it works out. Today is National Brothers and Sisters Day.
We just had sibling day not too long
Well,
ago.
today is National Brothers and Sisters Day.
I'm going to pass on this one.
Okay.
Leave it up to my sister.
Yeah.
100% you'll post a picture of you and your brother and sister.
I'll take that action.
Yeah, I feel like social media just makes these up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it used to be Hallmark. Now it's social media.
Yeah.
Dan Schneider is suing Investigation Discovery for defamation over their docuseries Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV. He says the show falsely implied that he was abusing kids at Nickelodeon.
Okay.
It did falsely imply that he was abusing kids if he didn't abuse the
Right.
kids.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Because it did not say that he did.
Right.
It said that he was inappropriate with them, but it never said that he
And but it like
molested them.
lumped him in with Mr.
Yes.
Pickles
Yeah.
and all
They
that kind
made
of stuff.
him look terrible.
Yeah.
And all he did was kind of and I'm not defending. I'm telling you what I learned from the show. He just befriended the kids and was nicer to some kids than others. It didn't make it. Do I want him, alone with my kids? No, but it didn't seem like he was molesting them.
Yeah.
It seemed like he
But
was
he was
just
making them give them massages and stuff.
He said, Carmen, you got to know that 20 years ago things were different, and that's not an excuse. But it's just a different culture. It was a different lifestyle. You can say to somebody, give me a massage. And not that it was okay to do that, but people were like, okay, or that. He wasn't taking kids in the other room and taking his clothes off. He wanted people to rub his neck and while he was sitting out there in front of the people. And the first thing he did was come out and say, That was wrong. I look back on it now and it was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I didn't realize I was putting people in weird positions because I was in power. I'm not defending the guy. I'm just saying in that show there was nothing that they showed to make him look like he was such a bad guy like the Pickles guy and the other guy.
Well, two things. One, like you said, it was a different time where even though that's still creepy, people weren't so hyper aware of it.
Right.
People weren't so like, yeah, that's a creep thing to do and everybody knows it and stuff. And also, like you said, he better make sure that he didn't do anything to those kids. If you're coming out and suing them, you better
dig into it.
Yeah, you better know that they're going to be on it and be like, well, we got to find something.
The only one that they implied that he actually did anything with was Amanda Bynes. And who's believing her?
Yeah,
who's believing her now? You know, and maybe that's the reason why she's so crazy. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just telling you from the documentary itself. They did not say that Dan Snyder did anything sexual, but they did lump him in with all those other people to make him look like he's the face of that documentary.
In boxing, one of the most exciting fights of this year, Ryan Garcia's win over Devin Haney is now in question.
What?
Garcia tested positive for a banned performance-enhancing drug in his test taken related to his majority decision over Haney. That's according to multiple reports. So he's saying it's not true. Other people are saying allegedly.
Don't they test before?
That's what
they do.
The day before.
He was saying, why is it coming out now after my win and all this stuff? Whatever. Garcia reportedly tested positive for Osterine, which is voluntary in his voluntary anti-doping association test that he had taken ahead of the fight. Garcia now has 10 days to request that his B sample be tested. So Garcia's first test also screened positive for 19 norandrostone, I don't know, whatever that is, which is another banned substance, though that is unconfirmed.
What?
Did you see the other boxing thing yesterday with Canelo?
No, him and
Talking to Oscar?
Yeah.
Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I got good. Why is Oscar mad at Canelo?
Because he was with Golden Boy and Golden Boy made him and all that stuff, and now he's not with Golden Boy. It's just more hype for the fight.
Yeah, I thought it was total hype for the fight.
Once De La Hoya had the tights on and the high heels, I can never take anything he says serious.
He'll still whoop ass, though.
Did you watch that documentary about him?
No,
Where he admits to all that stuff and how it came about and what happened?
No, what did he say? Because in my mind, he was a cross-dresser.
Yeah. He was.
Yeah.
He was with a girl, and the girl wanted to do weird stuff, and he was down to do weird stuff, and he was doing a bunch of drugs, and he was having weird sex and trying different things, whatever. And then he said that, we got this expert that said that it was photoshopped, and he's like, I know people are going to find out this is not photoshopped, but they're like, yeah, it's photoshopped. And he's like, yeah, it's photoshopped.
Yeah. He was pretty honest in the video.
Yeah, and he was like, it was a time in my life, and I trusted the girl, and I didn't think it was. And it wasn't even the girl; it was her roommate that put the stuff out.
Oh, well, now he bangs super hot Holly. What's her face? And
yeah, he bangs all kind of hot girls. I mean, he was the pretty boy of boxing for the longest time, and
I think that after a while, you bang so many people, you're like, I'm kind of bored. And the girl
try some weird stuff.
Put on a dress and be like, all right.
Honey, hand me those heels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. I remember when that came out. I was like, what?
Yeah, but I thought he was like dressing up for a party and they just took it out of context.
No, he was. It wasn't honey hand me those heels. It was she was like, I want you to wear heels, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that for you.
And these fishnet tights.
Well, that's where it gets it gets interesting because it's like you started at like the heels or the style. Like where does it end? He's went full lady.
But if you ever get in an argument with him, how do you not bring that up right away? Yeah, put your heels on. Get out of here.
I saw a thing the other day that said, I think my boyfriend is cross-dressing. I found heels under his bed, and he told me he uses them to change the light bulbs. I don't know whether I believe that. Dwayne Eddy, a pioneering guitar hero who's reverberating electric sound on instrumentals such as Rebel Rouser, 40 Miles of Bad Road, and Cannonball, helped him put the twang in guitar and rock and roll and influence a bunch of different people. Eddie died of cancer Tuesday in Franklin, Tennessee. Yeah.
Sorry, Eddie.
Dwayne Eddy.
No points.
Dead. No points. Live Nation is doing their $25 ticket promo again. The offer will run through from the 8th to the 14th. It includes over 900 artists and 5,000 different concerts, so you can get
They're all
$25
lawn tickets, right?
I believe so. But,
I listen. I'm not saying that's a bad deal. That's a great deal, but I'm just so spoiled. There's no way I could sit in the lawn.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that like to go to lawn shows, to see whether it's Dave Matthews or whoever, and they get a bunch of people and they all just hang out there.
Question, because I know we've covered this before. Is that you pay $25 and you get access to all of the shows?
No, per
it's
show.
$25 ticket per show.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
you can buy
Which is still $75 less than what a normal ticket would be.
Yeah.
I thought it was just you buy them all up front and then you have access to all the
I
shows.
bet that's
Sorry.
before the fees, though, too.
Yeah.
They did that before with
They
like
did,
a
right?
country pass where you bought it and you got to go to all the country shows.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Thank you for
all
not
that
making me
different
feel
stuff.
crazy.
So we had talked about this guy before, Thomas Gabriel. He did a series of acoustic covers at Cash Cabin of his favorites of his grandpa, who is the man in black, Johnny Cash. Thomas is Johnny's eldest grandchild. He is 51 years old. Here he is. This is pretty good. He is doing a live cover of Folsom Prison Blues. Listen to how much this guy sounds like Johnny Cash. So it's Johnny Cash's oldest grandson doing live Johnny Cash. Sounds pretty good. Take a listen. Here we go.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine, and I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on.
But he's a big old muscle guy with a big old beard.
But that train keeps a-rollin' on down the sand.
He sounds just like him.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
When I
He can
was
stop it there, Carmen. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, and that's live too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to hear him sing "Hurt" by 9 Inch Nails, like Johnny Cash. Yeah, that was so good.
This is pretty crazy. For the first time in 20 years, the second round of the NBA playoffs will not feature LeBron James, Steph Curry, or Kevin Durant.
Oh, damn.
First time in 20 years.
I was watching some shorts yesterday, some reels.
Yeah.
And Jay Moore was on there with Jeannie Buss, and I saw where their seats are. Stephen A. Smith got up and he went over and said hi to Jeannie, and it's basically right behind the broadcasters where they broadcast from.
Yeah.
That's
It was
so
pretty
cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to a playoff game on Thursday.
You should.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely
No way.
should.
No way.
Aw.
No way.
Well, you won't because the Lakers
They're
are
out,
not
yeah.
in it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I wouldn't go anyway.
No?
No,
What if
but
Jay
I
invited you.
Well, that's the thing. If I call him and go, "Hey, I'm in LA. What are you doing tonight?" And I know there's a Lakers game. That's pretty. He's going to be like, "Hey, come to the game with me."
Told
Yeah.
you to.
Yeah,
But
and he
also-
meant it.
Also, I'm sure that even though the Lakers out of it, he can get you in
Yeah.
somewhere else, because Jimmy Buzz can be like, hey, we need tickets for your
Yeah.
game.
He enjoys your company genuinely.
No, I know. I would say that I'd maybe go to dinner with him or something, but I'm not. I don't really have a lot of time. Thursday night's going to be the only night I don't have anything to do, but I got my family with me, so I'm not going to be like, I got to go. I got to hang out with Jay Moore.
I mean,
Jay Moore's.
Jay Moore's. You
No,
wanna
it's.
go to
I mean,
this
I like Jay, but
bathhouse?
I don't think that either one of us need to
hang out like
see
that.
each other for one night.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I think
he's-
you'd have
I
fun.
think he's fine with that too.
Yeah, maybe.
I just got a text that I got to find out something because
Okay.
this is pretty wild. Somebody just texted me something, and I'm asking him if it's okay to say this on air.
All right.
It has to do with Oscar De La Hoya and banging ladies, wearing lady stuff, and everything else. That's okay.
Somebody knows. Somebody.
That's I'm seeing whether I can say about it on air.
Well, like, give me
pretty
a hint, just a hint.
Huh?
It's somebody that knows Oscar.
No, it's somebody who had a situation like that, I guess.
Oh.
Let's see.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So Josh, our singer,
No surprise.
just texted me. He said, "Sure." He said, "I'll get out ahead of this. When I bang that dude's wife on the cruise, I may or may not have worn her nightgown. Ha ha ha! Worth it."
Oh my god.
I love you, Josh.
He's the best. He's the best. He wore her nightgown.
Thank you for your honesty, brother.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
By the way, I'm imagining he's saying nightgown, but probably some sort of negligee.
Oh man, I was
would
hoping moo.
Yeah, I doubt that it's like you think nightgown, you think long,
But interesting is that like if I'm about to do it and then somebody's like, "Go put this nightgown on," I go, "No."
Yeah?
Or
I
if
mean-
the husband says it, hey, can you put the
Yeah,
nightgown on while you
no.
bang my wife?
That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's a weird. I can't remember what they look like.
If she's super hot.
I didn't even know.
I know that he did it. I just can't remember what they. You remember what they look like?
I do not.
You sure?
I just,
thought you banged
I
her
just
too.
always assume that Josh is banging people's wives.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, and also you don't think Josh is one of those people who's very sexual in nature, so
Yeah.
you don't think anything less of him. I don't.
That would have been a while ago for me. I don't remember it.
It was a while ago for him
Yeah, I don't
too.
remember.
Carmen, do you know anything specifically about Josh?
No.
He's got a hammer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
like-
doesn't need a mic stand.
Yeah.
Let me just put it that way.
You can see it right through his lingerie.
It is wild. So much so, he sent us all a picture one time. He was like, "Hey, do you guys like my watch?" And
Yeah.
And John Brennan goes, "That can't be real." now we know John has a small penis.
Oh my god.
That's your boss.
Yeah, but wow. All right. Well, thanks, Josh. Entertaining stuff.
Charlie Belcher's at this place called the Man Cave Warehouse, which I've passed 100 times, and I don't go inside because I feel like I would buy everything.
Yeah.
They have video games and pool tables. And
Oh, is that over on Sheldon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone past it a million times.
Don't go in.
Yeah.
Don't go in. You'll walk
Yeah,
away
it
with
looks
Really?
pretty cool.
pinball machines, and yeah, it looks great. But I've never actually seen the inside of it because I knew once I did, I'd just buy stuff.
I wonder if they can fix our Golden Tee machine.
That'd be nice.
We got to find somebody that can fix the screen.
We have a golden Tee
Jailbreak it?
machine.
No.
Yeah.
No, lightning. Lightning struck, and it works.
I thought Hedman came over and hit it with a stick.
It works, but it's kind of faded. Like the lights kind of flickered, and they don't flicker back.
Yeah, the screen kind of got fried, so
Yeah.
you can't really see what's going on anymore.
I love that game. Maybe we just buy the new game.
Yeah,
That's
The new
kinda
game
old
is
one.
pretty sweet.
Let's
The
go
new
to
Golden Tee?
Yeah, I played one at J-Wags, when we went to J-Wags. It was the 2023 version.
Right.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like all 3D'd out and stuff. It was pretty sweet.
I guess we're going to Man Cave Warehouse.
yeah.
I don't know if they have that. I don't know.
Gotta do it.
I went one time with Wells to this place that's in downtown Tampa. When he first bought his new house, he built a game room in his house right off the bar upstairs. And we walked in there, and at the time I was making like okay money, but nothing great. And we walked in there, and we walked past his video games. And Wells was like, this one, this one, this one, and this one. In like 5 seconds, he bought 6 video games. And I went, oh,
I
man.
would love that.
That's
Yeah,
such a great
me
thing.
too.
But he had all these great stand-up arcade games in his game room.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
We were talking about people wearing ladies' clothes. George Santos, the ousted GOP congressman, hopped on Cameo. What?
I saw this. It's great.
Where he has an account and where he's hawking personalized messages for people dressed in a familiar getup that he used to rock back in his youth. Yeah, I'm sure he hasn't done it since his youth.
Yeah.
Named Katira Ravanche. I don't know how to
You know.
it's his drag character name. We have some video and audio. Here is George Santos. I can't believe anybody ever voted for this guy. Take a look.
Hey, Club Condo. It's your favorite, Katara. After 18 years in the closet, George Santos pulled me back out. Whatever. Anyway, I hear you're a bunch of little freaks out there and you love to dance all night long like it's nobody's business. You know what? You gotta elevate it. Gotta make it more risque. You gotta make it more fun. Where's the zhush? I have an advice for you. How about put some wigs on, get some boas, and go have real fun.
Boas.
Let's see who whips your hair faster, side to side, whatever. But y'all gotta stop being boring. Dave essentially thinks you're boring because he wants you all to be more risque.
He cracked me up.
Question: who would you vote for?
Oh.
Katara Santos or the Christy Nome with Shadow Dog?
Ooh. Probably Kitara.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I gotta tell you, George Santos has shown nothing that he has any political skills whatsoever. It's like he won by accident.
He did
and
win by accident.
Yeah, and that's it. I don't care that he's wearing a
He did.
dress. I would think that Katara
You
would
want-
be great, but I don't believe that he has any.
Listen, Kitara is going to give us back our abortion rights. Kitara is
That's
going to
true.
make going out and having fun
Wearing
a
a
main
boa.
priority. Wearing a ba, and the other one is going to make shooting dogs,
Cool again.
Yeah, which, by the way, the dog was 14 months old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she knew that it would never be
Yeah,
That's insane.
So
never mature.
I'm gonna go Kitara on this one.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you guys. I have to jump in here.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Farrah and Farrah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarrahandFarrah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Time. This hour's keyword is time.
Time, you say?
Yes. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter time before 15 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 bone bonus could be yours. A lot of bone winners. A lot of bone winners.
Yeah.
Time.
Favorite song with time in it?
Time. Give me time. No. Scorpions.
Time after time.
I would think that's one of them.
City
Time
Locker.
after time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's it.
Nobody? Anybody else?
Green Day.
I
Hope
hope
you
you
had
had
the time of your life.
Jerry X has a song about time, and I can't get it out of my head. It's been stuck in my head for days.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so good.
Yeah, she really is.
I'm thinking Still Loving You. Scorpions.
Still loving you.
But he does time. I need time. I don't know what he's saying. It's German.
Yeah. Scorpions never did it for me.
Scorpions are so weird too, because you think of Scorpions and you think of kind of hair metal Scorpions, but they were a band way earlier than that.
Yep.
And they were like kind of weird, like rock, jazz, fusion stuff, and yeah, totally changed to like fit the.
I remember
Heavy
we
metal,
all
hard rock
we
sound.
all loved disco, not disco, but like hip hop, and not even hip hop, just like that dance music, like in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then one day Hector got in the car and he put on Scorpions. There's no one like you. We were like, oh my God, this crushes. Yeah, we loved it. No, because nobody would listen to that. That's rocker music.
Yeah.
But when he put that on, we were like, this is great.
If we're still talking about time songs, I really like the closing time song.
Closing time. That is a very 90s song.
It really is. Dizzy makes fun of me because he says I listen to that when I'm going to sleep.
Remember Dizzy?
I do. I love
rest in
Dizzy.
peace.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Oh my God!
It's all over.
Cage seat.
Okay,
It's all done.
cage to eat.
Yeah, just saying. He's out.
Women in cages.
That is it for news.
Oh my God, that's it.
That's it. 802.
Yeah, Dizzy's no, he's Roger and JP's guy now.
Oh no, he's still our guy. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I voted. I called John the other day and said we shouldn't do the after show anymore.
Oh man, that's tough.
Maybe he could do a Roger and JP pre-show.
Pre-show, yeah. All right, I get that. I see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I did tell him you didn't want me to do the after show with him.
Done.
Why?
Do it from your own studio.
Yeah, it's over.
He didn't invite me to his birthday party.
Yeah.
Okay. I just figured you thought Spanish was terrible.
That too.
Oh, what? What I do to you?
Sorry.
I can honestly say that I have stayed consistent and never listened to the after show
Thank you.
ever. Not even when Carmen was doing it. I never listened to it.
Huh?
It should just be the Dizzy show.
It basically
Fine. Had
is.
nothing to do with me then.
There's nothing to do with this
Take
show.
me out of it.
Clearly, he does not like us. Nor is he a fan of this show.
I mean, he likes Spanish and me.
Yeah.
Look at. I wonder if Amanda's sad that our Cody's burnt down.
Aw, such memories.
2-for-1 fajitas.
Yeah, those are some great memories in those young times.
I do have a great memory from this. I had to do a thing on the news, the television news. It was a long story, but it was ABC national, and they came and shot in my living room. It was very depressing. And when they were done, I was like, I don't want to do anything. And Amanda came over and she was like, it is 2-for-1 fajita night. And I was like, all right, we can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only good thing I remember. But that we went to that Cody's.
Do they still do the 2-for-1 fajitas?
I don't know.
I feel like that's a thing of the past.
I mean, this is
that
before
away?
we were married. We're talking 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Thanks, Biden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too many fajitas.
2-for-1 fajitas.
I love fajitas.
All right, let's take a break. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers if you'd like to be our friend. We'll take a quick break. Bobby Kelly is in town this weekend. He's at McCurdy's Comedy Theater in Sarasota. He'll be there for 2 shows tomorrow and 2 shows on Saturday. I will be there with him for most of those shows.
Wednesday nights, buy one, get one free fajitas.
Oh, there
Choose
you go.
from veggie, chicken, shrimp, or combo.
As long as you can find one that's not burnt down.
The only
They're
one I
still
know
doing
of now is one in Tarpon Springs still there.
it. The OG?
Yeah.
It says, let's see, Bradenton, Port Charlotte, Crystal River, Spring Hill, Sebring, Tampa, Tarpon Springs. Yeah.
Tarpon's all that's left.
Yeah.
The one by the station's done. The one on Hillsboro's done. Tarpon Springs is all you got unless you're going to go south.
US 19.
Rest in peace, Cody's. Rest in peace, 2-for-1 fajitas.
Let's go. I'm in.
We'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. More information that came out about this Mike Tyson, Jake Paul thing. that they are going to. It is going to not be an exhibition fight.
Right. It's a sanctioned fight.
It's a sanctioned fight, and they are wearing, 12-ounce gloves?
14-ounce gloves.
What do they usually wear?
10-ounce for
10
heavyweights, yeah.
Okay. And so I'm not mad at that. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
2 ounces.
It's kind of a bummer. Nah, it matters.
It's a big deal.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
they literally, I remember John Ruiz, who was a heavyweight fighter, and he was one of the fighters that had a beard, and they're like, he's got to shave his beard. That's cushion. That's going to stop.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's that much. It's a difference. Because think about how much an ounce is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that big of a deal. So for 10 ounce or 12 ounce, 14 ounce, it's a couple ounces, but that does make a big difference.
And I heard this great analogy from one of the cut men who was saying that when a guy goes in there with a beard and you Vaseline up his face, the Vaseline you end up getting more Vaseline on your face, causing more slippage.
How
So it's
do
way
you feel
easier
about
to-
that? The Vaseline.
Well, you have to do that.
Why?
Because
To
your
stop the bleeding.
skin would not
It's
only
a
to
blood burn.
stop it, your skin would split open immediately when you're punched.
Okay.
So that's why they
I don't
do
know, I
that. But
punched a
then,
lot of people and they didn't split their skin. It makes me very disappointed in
but then
myself.
what Carmen is saying is whenever you are cut, they put the Vaseline in there to stop the blood from gushing out.
Right.
It just kind of packs it in there and does that.
Nah, nasty.
Yeah, but you're in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
Man, those cut men are pretty amazing. When they
Oh,
get
yeah.
that pressure and get that when it's like all swelled up and then you get it down in like 30 seconds.
Do you know how it must feel?
Oh, it's gotta hurt so bad.
Have be bruised on your face
it's
and
gotta
have
hurt
somebody
so bad.
pushing it with a giant
Yeah.
cold piece of metal?
That end swell, yeah. So what they're doing is pushing the blood that's all coagulated and pushing it back into the rest of your face and doing that, which is funny because speaking of Tyson, I remember Tyson, this was, I believe, after he was in jail and came back out and fought, and it was just so discombobulated. Customato had died, and, you changed this person and stuff. They did not have an end swell for the fight. So they wound up getting a surgical glove and filling it with ice and water and trying to do it, which doesn't work, because the end swell is a big metal piece that's ice cold, and they push it and do all that stuff. And they're trying to do it with a surgical glove. Yeah, it was really weird.
So I heard the other day Mike Tyson's record, he's got 6 losses.
Is that right?
I think so. We know he lost to Buster Douglas, and then I know when he came out, he got a loss.
Yeah,
He lost to Kevin McBride. I remember because I made a lot of money on that.
At the white guy?
Yeah, big Irish white dude, which he did not get up from the stool. Remember, Tyson just sat there and would not get up. And I remember I made like $1,500 on that fight, and that was
$1 million.
It was so much money to me. I was losing my mind. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Because I took him to lose by knockout, TKO, or DQ, and he DQ'd. So yeah, it was wild. I was so happy.
Wow, I don't remember the fight at all. I know the name now, but it said 6 losses, and I couldn't recall anything besides Buster Douglas and then one.
Kevin McBride was his last one that he lost. Prior to that was the fight right before was Danny Williams
I don't
that he
remember
lost.
that.
He lost in the 4th round.
That's not another white guy. Is it?
And that was by KO. He lost to Lennox Lewis by KO.
Why isn't Danny Williams more popular? That guy knocked out Mike Tyson.
Because that was probably a tune-up fight. You know what I mean? Like it was, if you lost to Lennox Lewis, then he fought another guy, and then was going to fight Kevin McBride. So they had Danny Williams. Danny Williams was a British fighter who had 89 total fights. He had 55 wins and 33 losses. So he was a tune-up fight for Tyson, but it wound up losing.
Lewis wasn't a decision. I feel like I remember it as being very boring.
No, Lennox Lewis knocked him out in the 8th round for that one, but they fought a few different times. Lennox Lewis was famous for going in not really prepared and losing, and then coming back and going, "Okay, I'll crush you." Lennox Lewis was a great fighter, but he wasn't necessarily.
He was so boring to watch.
They used to say that about Vitaly and
Klitschko?
Vladimir Klitschko.
It's kind of like score points and then just wait for the.
Well, he was so defensive. He would just stand around and wait, and then he was a great counter fighter, but it just made the fights so
That's
boring.
Roy
sweet
Jones,
science.
too.
Yeah,
It's a sweet science. Oh, Roy Jones was super exciting.
It was later in his career.
Yeah,
he
later in his
played
career.
back, yeah.
But he was super exciting. You could not touch
I just
him.
said
He
Roy
was
Jones
so fast.
because I saw him fight live when he was here, and it was the most boring thing. I've ever
Really?
seen.
Yeah, that was
because
against,
it was when he was older, and he just dodged the guy. And he was running
Gentleman
around.
Glenn Johnson.
Yeah.
I love boxing. I love live boxing. I'm sad that Keith Thurman didn't make his comeback. He wound up getting hurt for that fight,
and
so
then
he didn't get to fight.
Well, he's
which is
still
too
young.
bad.
You never know.
Not for boxing years. You know what I mean?
Well, but I mean, he's been consistent through this whole time. So, yeah, he doesn't have a bunch of years ahead of him, but he's not missing time, you know?
What are prime boxing years? Because I thought you could be in your mid to late 30s.
You can. I mean, it depends on the person, but also I think Keith was off for quite some time where he didn't box because he had the surgery done. So it was a while for him before he fought again. And the more you're out of the ring, the more cage rust you have. The last fight he had was in 2022. So that's 4 or 2 years ago. Let's see, he fought Pacquiao in 2019. He fought twice in 2019 and then didn't fight until 2022 and then was supposed to fight in 2024, but that's
I feel like I have cage rust.
Yeah.
A little rusty.
I feel cage rust.
Outside of the money, like, what does Mike Tyson have to gain? There's nothing really to gain.
He wants to fight.
He's got the fire, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a competitor. He wants to do it. He wants to,
If he knocks out Jake Paul, everybody say, well, Jake Paul's not a real boxer anyway. So
But he is.
Say.
He's
I
established
agree.
himself now.
I'm just telling you what people are going to say.
Yeah.
Of course, he's not a real boxer. And then if Tyson loses, like, oh, he's 50 years old.
Right.
Jake Paul only fights old, retired guys.
Right.
Tyson's 60 years old.
Yeah, he's 60 years old.
God,
So, like,
60.
the narratives are like
58, I think.
lose, whichever way you look at it.
Spanish, we'll start with you.
57.
Go around the building
Okay.
and say one person you think you could beat up.
Danielle.
No, it's got to be a guy.
I don't even know.
Why are you-
You picked a bad one, by the way.
my
You
money's
picked-
on Danielle.
Kick
Yeah.
your
bad
ass.
one.
I go whoop her ass. I mean, there's so many that I could whoop ass.
Who?
I mean, take your pick.
Okay. John Senning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's no way.
You forget I was
are you
kickboxing
serious?
out of mirrors for
John
6
Senning?
years.
I'll put all of my money on Spanish.
I kickboxed for 6 years against guys that you wouldn't spar.
A few things. One, this is nothing against John Senning, but I don't think he fights. You know what
He's
I mean?
a lover.
Also, he is not athletic.
I don't know that.
I know that for a fact. He is not athletic.
You play frisbee golf with him?
I'm telling you right now, he is not athletic, and he'll probably admit to that. Yeah, I would put all my money on Spanish. Mm-hmm. Who else you got?
Wow.
I'm back in Spanish. Who else you got? And that's the other thing too, is Spanish has a lot of in-ring experience.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference. You know
and
what I mean?
I boxed consistently for 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got ring rust.
Stop it.
You got ring
Shake that off in a couple months.
Trying to call John Senning right now.
I don't think he's up.
I need to find out what happened with all those pugs.
Yeah.
He had like 4 pugs in his car the other day. Found on the side of the road.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I want one.
They all had collars on. I'm sure it was got out of somebody's house. Something happened. But they were climbing all over him in his car.
So cute, yeah.
John Senning did not get a jersey either. No. All right. Well, hey.
Yeah, so
I
I'm
feel
done.
like now I wish we had punch out more than that.
Who else you throwing in there?
Yeah, let me. Mike Olivero.
Yeah.
You think you could beat up Mike Olivero?
Just in boxing experience. When was the last time he was in the ring? The last time I was in the ring was 2019.
Mike Olivero has a better chance against Spanish
Yeah.
than John Senning does because
Agreed.
he's strong and he has some. I don't know
Center of gravity.
I don't know
Yeah.
Mike's background, how much he does. I mean, he plays hockey, so he's hitting
He's
people and
athletic.
doing stuff.
Yeah, I'm not
He's
saying it
athletic.
would be an easy fight, but remember, I was taking blows to the face by Martin Grammatico, who outweighed me by 30 pounds and was taller than me.
Yeah, but he's little too.
Stop that.
And,
Stop that.
and possibly you won.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some of the judges said.
Yeah.
but
Well,
whatevs.
yeah.
Unqualified.
What?
Gio? Oh, yeah.
Destroyed.
You could beat up Gio.
If it was like a boxing match,
Yeah.
yeah.
You think Street? You could beat him?
Yeah.
No
You think?
way.
I think it would
I'm
be
mostly
closer.
thinking street
no
fighting.
way.
I've never, Gio and I have never tussled or anything like that, so I don't know how much. Spanish is strong.
Yeah.
Spanish is strong.
And I wrestled,
And he wrestled,
and I played, and
he
I boxed.
I'd like
Yeah.
to point out he's currently walking around with my daughter's
Yeah.
crutch.
Well, not right now,
He rolled his
obviously.
ankle eating a slice of pizza.
He's got
Yeah.
ring rust.
Yeah.
You fell off a scooter.
Yeah.
Settle down
No,
over
but
there.
for real.
saying.
You
Like-
fell out of a moving taxi.
This guy's acting like he's some elite athlete.
No, I'm
Right.
not.
By the
I just
way-
know I can whoop your ass.
By the way, you're talking street fight. I think Olivero beats you in a street
Yeah,
fight.
I would agree with that.
Let's talk street fight. You and Gio?
Street
Yeah.
fight's a different story.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I'd win.
You'd beat Gio.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
think he beats.
I'd fare much better.
All right, I got one for you. You and Galvin.
Ooh.
Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Don't be intimidated.
I think I don't
about
think I would
boxing?
win, but I think I would hurt him.
What about
boxing?
boxing?
I think I would win.
I think Spanish would do much better than you think you would in a street fight against me, because we've like
tussled.
wrestled and stuff
Yeah, and
before.
Galvin's strong.
But yeah, boxing.
How many fights have you been in? Boxing matches?
None.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's not true. You boxed a lot.
Well, I mean, we sparred,
Yeah.
But he's
But
actually.
it's not like you've never been in the ring.
No, I know. But Spanish, I think, would score better and just do. But
I'd have to stay on the inside.
yeah, I was going to say, my
There's
reach.
No way, yeah.
My reach. And if I have time to train for it?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
get 5
I'm
months.
not going to make you do it now.
If
3
I,
months,
If
yeah.
I have 3 months
Yeah.
to train for it, I think I do a lot better.
Yeah.
I think I
my money's on
think
Galvin. That
I think
reach,
I beat him. Yeah,
that reach
because of the
alone.
reach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Martine had reach on me. He had
Not
4
that
inches.
reach.
Martine.
Yeah,
Martine
I wouldn't have
did,
4 inches.
Yeah, Martine's 5'8". I'm 6'4".
I thought he was taller than that.
I don't know how tall he is. Everyone's 5'8" to me. I don't know.
All right, hold on. This is getting good. Richard.
Nah, I've seen Richard mad. I think I would do all right. Street fight you're talking about?
Yeah.
Richard's very
Nah,
athletic.
yeah,
Richard's
yeah.
very
I've
athletic.
never seen Richard mad.
We would go toe to toe, but I have a feeling his anger would outpace mine.
Oh, if we're talking anger, I'm
Persian
killing
anger.
everyone.
And your fights are what? You're Martine, the cook, and then Nervous Jerry. That's the records?
Yeah, those are my fights, but you forget
Okay.
I trained with Amir and the guys that are world champion fighters at
All right.
Master Amir's place.
I listen, you are.
You say that, but I've never
There's
seen
an
Amir
actual-
fight anybody.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys are ridiculous. Yeah.
I mean, Amir's old now.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could probably
yeah.
toss him around.
Sure.
I'm 100% kidding.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Amir.
Yeah.
I even said that.
Yeah.
I was making a joke. It sounded like I invited him to come over here and kick
Yeah.
me in the face.
In boxing, do you think Spanish beats you?
I mean, I don't know how long wind-wise I would last with Spanish, but no, I don't think he beats me, and I'd be willing to do it tomorrow.
Oh. He's got a rolled ankle.
Yeah.
That's why I picked tomorrow. I mean, I don't know. Here's my problem is that are you a better boxer? Yeah, probably, but I don't know how much you're going to hurt me.
Well,
Well, it's
but
not
that's the thing about the
hurting you.
points.
That's,
yeah.
I'm talking about.
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think a street fight. You're right.
Oh, will
You're
you
talking
beat me
about-
as far as like hitting me more? And all that? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but like for what you're saying, street fight. No, I don't think. Like I said,
I don't think
people's
fighting.
angers.
I don't think boxing for me. My only chance is knocking somebody out.
I don't think so.
I'm not quick enough to.
I don't know, because you don't have to knock somebody out to hurt them. This great lesson I learned at Amir's about hitting people in the shoulders.
Yeah.
The more you hit somebody in the shoulders, the less they use their arms, and eventually you just outpace them.
Great shot, the elbow.
Yeah.
The elbows are great to.
Well, now
really,
you just gave away your strategy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You won't even reach my shoulders.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. We should do that one day.
I
We
would
should go
spar
in
with
there.
you.
Yeah, no face shots. We'll
Yeah,
just go
yeah.
in there in the
I'm
in the
down.
ring. I wanted to fight that guy that
Nick,
you-
he's got a fight coming
Yeah,
up.
I didn't want Nick to hurt me, but I
Yeah.
wanted to get in there with somebody who was a real good boxer and
That's
play around.
who I used to spar with all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I learned a lot.
Yeah, but I used to train in the same gym as Keith Thurman.
Were you fighting?
Winky Ray?
Were you fighting Keith Thurman? Because Nick is
we were in the ring together once, twice.
Nick's a champion.
Helping to set up the pole in
Yeah.
the corner. That'd be it. No. It's a big difference. And listen, I wonder, and I mean in a good way, how much of that would come right back to you if you had to fight.
I think you'd be surprised how much of it would come back to
I
you.
believe
Yeah.
it. I'm saying I
Yeah.
mean in a good way. I
I
wonder how
think
much.
his ankle is fine, and you give him a month to train. I think he's right back at it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you haven't, it's like, say you hadn't, your ankle's fine and you get in a street fight today, how much that
I'm
comes.
whooping ass.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? Like, you feel like, because you're going to, you know how to throw a punch. You watch the
Yeah.
guys who get in street fights
It's
and they throw
ridiculous.
punches like little girls.
I got to tell you, I think the more important thing for any of that stuff is not afraid to fight.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
a big deal, because a lot of people don't necessarily want to get into a fight and they yell at a guy who bumped into their car until they realize that they
Yeah.
don't want to. I mean, we've all seen people back down and stuff. So you have that confidence of going in where you know you have skills. Also, you've been in that situation before, so you're not like freaking out about it.
Because I think that what pissed me off so much yesterday about that guy is he acted like he wanted to fight, but I knew he did
Yeah.
not.
Right,
That's
exactly.
Like, I'm
But
sorry, I
that's-
hit your car.
Exactly.
Stop talking to me now.
but that is, you hit the car, and that's the immediate go-to is, what is this guy doing? I'm going to fight him and da-da-da-da-da. That's what you feel. And then whenever you realize, okay, nothing really happened, and this guy's saying sorry, then you
Yeah.
go, okay, yeah.
Please don't hurt
I was
me.
at a stoplight one time, and the guy behind me hit me in my truck, and I got out, and I went to the back. He got out of the car. Nobody said anything. He looked, I looked, and I go, "You good?" And he goes, "Yeah." I just wasn't paying attention, and I go, "Okay." And he goes, "Do you need?" I go, "I don't need anything. I'm fine." And he goes, "Okay, cool, thanks." And that's it. That's how you do it. The guy wasn't like, "Don't get out of your car. You get a problem."
I hate people like that.
If this guy yesterday was like, "No, we're gonna fight now," I would have been like, "Oh, come on, I fell. I fell a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
You might have seen it on the internet."
Yeah.
My buddy Eddie, I told you they called me the other day. They would bust my balls about falling. And Eddie hit me up last night. He goes, we were talking about something. He goes, "All right, well, be careful on them stairs." I go, "Oh no, you haven't even seen it yet, have you? It's not even stairs. It was just falling on the floor, straight forward walking."
That's flip flops, man.
Jesus
You got to
Christ.
get rid of those.
Dangerous.
I thought about it. I just I don't feel. I don't know. I feel comfortable in flip flops. It's summer.
Yeah.
No sleeves and flip
But
flops.
see, you're not. Were they true flip flops or were those slides?
What's the difference?
Tongs.
No,
The
no
thong
tongue.
on your.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no,
See,
no,
I don't
no.
like that either. Yeah. So slides are way better.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide. I
Yeah.
guess.
Socks and sandals. What?
It's like what do you call the shoes that you wear? Like what Galvin's wearing?
Hey dudes.
No, not the company. What do you just call those?
Oh, I call those just sneakers.
Me too.
Yeah.
People call them tennis shoes.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, who? You never played tennis?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my son will say sneakers. I think is a me, but he'll say slides too. I don't say any of that stuff. I don't know. That seems like it all came later.
What you're wearing right now are slides.
Right.
The tongs go between your.
Let's see.
But when I walk,
Or
these things
thongs,
go.
rather.
These things
Yeah.
go flip flop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why they're flip
Flip-flops or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
These I call running shoes.
Well, you
I
run.
should say running
You
shoes.
can
Yeah,
run.
you
yeah.
actually run.
People call them tennis shoes. Don't play tennis.
Yeah.
Or liars.
That's wild.
What do you call them, Carmen?
Tennis shoes.
See, do you play tennis?
I play pickleball,
Not the
which
same.
is kind of like
Why don't you
tennis.
call them pickleball shoes then?
Well, I just call like my shoes. I just call them shoes, honestly.
All right. So
I don't really go
instead of
specific.
fighting and boxing, who wins in tennis?
Oh, I know Galvin wins.
Yeah. I'm terrible at tennis.
Galvin and I's record is 110-0.
I'm the worst at tennis.
Oh yeah.
I like that's another thing. I love to play tennis.
Yeah.
I'm terrible. Galvin beat me 110 games to nothing.
Drew is good at tennis.
Yeah.
Drew's good at tennis. I heard Spice was good at tennis.
Yeah, Spice
I think he played.
played at IMG. I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And
get so
John Brennan
winded.
can play. Like we're pretty competitive.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have that competitive thing. I think I'm just there for fun.
Yeah.
You know what
I just
mean?
want to hit the ball back and forth.
Yeah. Even when we boxed, it wasn't like we were trying to hurt each other.
Nah.
It was just trying to get it out of your system.
Yeah,
you know?
that's the best.
That was fun.
That's the best.
We should do our own punch out since we can't do it officially, and everybody fight Spanish.
Yeah.
Just underground.
Wait.
I'm down.
Yeah, I know a fight club. Oh my God, this fight club.
I'm down.
Instead of punch out, they can't stop us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam
We
he used to make us do this thing where when I had a punch out coming up, I would have to get in the ring and then I would go 2 minutes, or I think it was just a minute with each
Different
person.
opponents.
Different fighters,
and
yeah.
every minute he would just put somebody else in.
That's good.
And keep them all
rough.
there, or one in, one out.
One in, one out.
Oh, well, keep them all there. Would be
One in,
great.
one out. Well,
By the end
that's-
of the thing, you're fighting 3 guys.
That's black belt training right there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Didn't you knock out the fry cook? Like that's how that
I broke
is?
his nose, but I didn't knock him out.
You broke his nose?
Yeah, I broke
Oh,
his
I don't
nose.
remember that.
Yeah.
That
he,
guy deserves all the love in the world for
Yeah.
stepping up at the last minute.
Dropped Nervous Jared with a kidney shot.
Kidney shot,
liver
yeah.
shot.
Which was like the softest kidney shot ever. It was
Doesn't
like,
matter, man.
Was it kidney shot or liver punch?
It was liver.
Yeah.
Yeah, liver, right in
Yeah.
the belly. That was good. He went. He just.
Took an A.
Yeah, and then he cried.
What was the big Nervous Jared announcement last week? It was something.
Well, he's throwing out the first pitch at the
Oh, yeah,
Marlins
yeah,
game.
I thought he was blind.
Well, he's
I don't
going
even. It wasn't the
Going
Marlins,
blind.
was it?
It's the Marlins, yeah.
So how do you do that?
What do you mean? How do you do it?
Like why?
He's a radio personality there, and the baseball team likes him.
well, no. So he's
I know you're not familiar
yeah.
with this. I know you're not familiar with this.
so he's doing this like visual bucket list. So he's going around and doing things
before he goes blind.
Before he goes blind.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
We
he's legit going to lose his vision.
We
And
should
that's
have him-
because of diabetes or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Lord.
So
we
he's
should
trying
have him refight Spanish before he
Yeah.
I'll
goes.
blindfold
Yeah, you
myself.
could be blindfolded.
Yeah, I'll
So
blindfold myself.
He's trying to do as much like cool things as he can before he's
Yeah, but what
blind.
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a guy who will soon be blind to throw the first pitch. Like, what's the?
Yeah,
Yeah.
is he in radio still or no?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No, he's just traveling around the world.
Yeah, he's got like a pitching coach for the first pitch.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
You see, the beekeeper guy out there throw the first
Yeah.
pitch. There was one of the stadiums had some sort of bee problem, whatever, and he came in and he got it, whatever. So they had him throw out the first pitch.
Well, see that guy. I don't know. I threw the first pitch one time, and it's so negated by they just let everybody. And now from Bank of America, please welcome Lucy, the teller of the month. And they bring her out, and they're like, all right. And they're like, now this 99-year-old veteran was in World War II, and they bring him out, and he drops the ball, and they're like, and now your real first pitch, and you're like, well, I just watched two other people throw.
Yeah.
I'm technically on the third pitch. I didn't like that at all.
That's not cool, man.
No, and then I have it on tape, and I never watched it once. I don't even know how it went. I don't care. And I wore a bucket hat because my wife said it looked good on me.
Do you still have the tape?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah. No, Joe, you're not.
I
kidding.
knew it, yeah.
You're worried about Joe putting it up?
Yeah.
I mean,
Transferring it from video.
yeah, come
Right.
on.
Get out of here.
And now, please welcome to throw the first pitch. He's going to be blind in a matter of days. This was on his visual bucket list. Nervous Jared. He walks out there.
They're like, who is this guy? I think he's like an old blues man or something. Blind dog Jared.
Oh, vampire.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
He turned it into something. He made chicken salad out of chicken.
What else is on his visual bucket
That's
list?
the best, by the way. A
Is there
visual
a way to
bucket
look that
list.
up?
I've just been seeing it through like his social media.
Right.
I
I
know
don't
he's
think
been-
I follow him.
He's going to. I think he's gone to a couple like football stadiums and like been able to tour the stadiums and stuff
sure.
because I know that was a big thing. His like
He's calling on behalf of Nervous Jared. Hello, I'm Brian calling on behalf of Nervous Jared, who is losing his sight, and he would like to take it.
Oh, I think he goes straight for hi. Hi, I'm Nervous Jared, like that kind of thing.
Oh my god.
I don't think he went by Nervous Jared once he left here.
What did he go
Which
by?
was a while
He
back.
was like
now.
rocking JD or something.
Yeah.
No.
What was he? He had like
No.
yeah, it was like
I don't remember. I think it was
rocking
just.
something.
I think it was just JD.
Oh.
It was like JD on the radio or something
Yeah.
like that.
Losing your eyesight again, JD.
Man,
Didn't he try and get in with what's her name, Kayla, out in Vegas? Was he working at that station? Or
I think he did work there for a while.
He was out in Vegas for a couple years.
they gave him the boot or what?
Yeah, I think.
No, I think he left. He left and he was working on a morning show in San Diego, and I think he did that for like a year, and then I think that folded.
And then he
and
went to Texas.
Then he went to yeah. He's been all over the place since he left here.
that's interesting.
Sounds good.
He was in
So-
Vegas, San Diego. He was
So
in,
many people leave this station with dreams.
He was in Atlanta working on a morning show for a while.
Hold on. I'm working on something really quick. Carmen, we should have a guest call on the hotline
Okay.
in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, think all the people that worked here were like, I'm leaving for better things. Jared left. They took his eyesight away.
Yeah, I feel really bad. About
Do you know
that.
the only person to leave and go on their own and have success is Chubbs?
No, that's not true. Kayla.
Kayla, very successful.
Oh,
Yeah.
from the Bone?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
was on the
Kayla's.
Bone.
Yeah, Kayla's
that's true,
another one. Yeah. I meant like Chubbs went and did his own show, but yeah, Kayla's on a.
Like, even Nervous Jared, he was in radio the whole time. He's
Yeah,
been in it.
they've been successful. I mean,
Yeah.
Kayla's successful and Chubbs is successful.
I mean, he's working some pretty big markets.
No,
San Diego, Las Vegas.
Yeah,
are all,
but what did he do though?
Yeah, and I
Well-
wonder what he made.
Yeah.
well, I don't know if we're going monetarily.
Yeah.
Like if he went to San Diego to be a part timer, that's not a great gig.
I think he was like the producer for that show for like a year. I
Do we
don't know
have
if-
the
I don't
line
think
one?
Judy would, but
Yes, the guest is on the hotline.
Do you live in Newport Richie?
Nope, you're just answering a phone.
Oh, oh, I don't have the hotline. I'm sorry. Will you pull it up for me?
I gotcha.
Okay. John Senning. Hello.
Hello, the guest. Wow.
Yeah. Hi, John. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
You know John from the Featuring John Senning show.
Sure, yeah.
John. John is on the phone. I imagine you were sleeping and probably did not hear the show.
No, I wasn't sleeping. I was walking the dogs. We're pet sitting here, so I have a bunch of dogs that we were tending to this morning, but I did not hear it.
So before we get into the actual question, I want to know, because I did not hear the other day, but I did see your post where you had like 4 pugs that you found on the side of the road. What's going on with that?
They're home safe. It was it happened fairly quickly, but yeah, I was right outside my neighborhood, right off the main road, and legit a pug ran out in front of my car. There ended up being 4 of them. I opened my door and they all jumped in. And, it took me a minute to track down the owners, but eventually they had tags on and I got a hold of them. And they were doing construction on their house or something, and they all got free. But it was a fun moment.
So one time I was driving down Florida Avenue and I lived in Wesley Chapel. I was going home and it was raining. And a chihuahua ran out in the middle of the street like Frogger. It was dodging traffic, and I go, "Oh, it's gonna die! It's gonna die! It's gonna die!" And then I thought it got clipped by the car, and I pulled over to it. And I had my old Hummer at the time, and I opened the passenger door. I leaned over and I opened the passenger door, and I looked at it. I thought it was hurt, and it jumped in and sat on the seat and was like, "I'm with you now." And I went, "Oh no!" And I took it home, and I was like, "I can't," And the next day, I took it to the vet to make sure it wasn't hurt. It was not hit at all. And it was a girl, and we named her Sadie for the day that we had her. And then the next day, I drove up and down Florida Avenue looking for signs because I had a purebred Chihuahua that surely was somebody's pet. And then I found a sign, and I was like, thank God, because I didn't want to keep this dog. And I called them up, and I go, I got your dog. And they were like, oh, my God, we missed him so much. I go, we miss her so much. We missed him so much. Our dog was a boy. And I went, you got to be kidding me. It's in the same area. Please take this dog.
Yeah.
But ended up being a really nice dog.
I did feel like the people who were missing their 4 pugs weren't worried enough that they lost all 4 of their dogs. Like when I got over there, like, oh, like I had to give them back, but I feel like they could have been a little more concerned.
Oh, really? They were like, oh, yeah, they got out again. Huh?
You should have given them the Be Better speech.
I called like multiple times. No one was answering. So I'm sitting with these 4 pugs in my car. Like, what the hell am I going to do with these 4 dogs? And it ended up being like 15 minutes, and she was like, oh, yeah, my husband's home. Try to get a hold of him, and he should be able to, meet up with you. Like,
oh, my God. Now you got to go get a hold of him. Now it's your job?
Yeah, it was. And then he was like, I said, I'll bring you the dogs. Just give me your address. And he's like, well, let me text it to you. That'll be easier. And I don't know how long it really was, but then I was just sitting by my phone waiting for him to text me his address so I could deliver his dog.
I would have just took the dogs, just took them to the station and be like, they live here.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, take them to the groomer before you drop them off. How about that?
Yeah. JoJo would take care of them if you brought them to the station.
Oh,
yeah.
That is true. We can handle 4 pugs in there for sure.
So the reason we were calling you is we were talking about the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. And, we're obviously going back and forth on who would win and all that stuff. And I asked Spanish. I was going to go around the room, but we didn't get past Spanish. I said, who around the station do you think you could beat up? And I gave him examples, and I said, John Senning. And you'd be very surprised at what he said. Spanish.
Whoa.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Right. Spanish thinks he could beat you up.
Man, I'm not going to say it's a definite. I'm not going to say it's a definite no. Like I wish I could come to you strongly and say it's a definite no. I mean, he is a trained fighter.
Galvin said he's a trained fighter.
Spanish said that he could beat me up on the air this morning. You think Spanish could beat me up? Oh, we're on the radio. Jesus.
All I heard was no. I don't know what she said beforehand, but I
can
only imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But let me point out, we were talking about boxing. First off, we were talking about boxing. So think about that. Could, in a boxing ring, boxing rules, could Spanish beat you?
I feel like if I say absolutely not, then you guys are going to like book the fight today.
100%.
I mean, with time, which I'm not committing to. I mean, I feel that I could probably beat Spanish.
Let me give you my answer. I said I am putting all of my money on Spanish.
I put all my money on John Senning.
Yeah, and well, that's insane. I mean, he trained for extended periods of time. He beat up Martin Gramatica.
5 years. It was 5 years.
First of all, he lost to Martin.
Yeah.
And second of all, he lost to Martin. And I'm thinking of a street fight, not a boxing match. And you have the size and the reach over him. I think you'd kill him in a street fight.
In a street fight, maybe. I will say I did in my younger days, not very well documented. I did jiu-jitsu for 4 years, so maybe if we switch it to MMA rules, I feel like I could take him down and choke him out. But, in the boxing match, he's definitely prepared more than I am. But with the right training regimen.
You do have to take into account, though, he has dominating wins over Nervous Jared and the Fry Cook from I think it was LBC.
Did Nervous Jared actually fight?
He was in the first Punch-Out.
But Spanish gave him a liver shot, shut him down.
Yeah, now he's blind.
He's on his bucket list tour, I heard.
What if they said the trauma from the liver causes blindness?
man.
Oh my
Listen,
God!
No, you shocked his kidneys, gave him diabetes.
Oh. Hey,
Hey.
what? Do you know anything else that's on his bucket list tour besides throwing the first pitch?
I'm not sure. I've heard a couple things. I feel like he may have mentioned, I don't know, he may well want to be on the radio in Tampa one more time again. I don't know. I think I might have heard that.
I think I'd rather just see him be blind.
I believe he's doing a first pitch at the Braves, and he's met a couple different country artists, and he's done some stuff with, he was like at Texas A&M, got a tour of their stadium.
He just did an interview with like a big soccer star.
Yeah,
I saw that.
What's Keith Urban going to be like? Well, see me now for the
I
last
didn't
time.
realize, Nervous Jared left the station almost 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
Still left a mark on us.
Yeah.
Though. John, when you fight Spanish, will you come to the ring in your new Rays jersey?
God. No. I'll be. I'm a Tigers man. I don't know if you know. I really got into baseball recently. I've been following the Tigers. They had a big win yesterday against the Cardinals, 4-1. So I don't really follow the Rays.
Tiger up.
Yeah. No. I will not. I didn't get a jersey, so I will not be wearing it.
Wow. Dizzy got a jersey.
Monica got a jersey. Dizzy got a jersey. Carmen got a jersey. Drew got a jersey.
Can I tell you, it was. Now it's gotten worse over time, but the thing is that it was a commercial break, and Danielle from Magic 94.9 was in the studio saying hi to us, and Corey Cardinal walked in, and he had 2 boxes, and he goes, I got a special delivery for Drew Garabo Live, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, there's 2. And then he sets down the 1 box in front of Drew and leaves the room. So at the time, I thought it was the circumstance and just the moment. But then once I saw everybody else that got it, I had to, take it personally.
How loud did you yell? Featuring John Senning.
Yeah. What's worse? What's worse though? With you, they might have said, "Look, we're giving it to all the people whose names are on the show."
Yeah.
Or the fact that they said, "We're going to give it to everybody except this guy on purpose."
Well, here's the. It's tough because I had just, I try to bother me, but it's just the fact that sometimes I'm not included in stuff. Like it's just I don't think that transition is completely there, and I'm at peace with that. But so it came, and I was like, okay, Drew got one. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But then, and this is a dickheaded thing to say, when I saw that there were boxes with Dizzy and Monica's name on it, it was then hard for me to rationalize in my brain. They know the people that work here.
Right. How do you think I feel?
Yeah, I know. I don't. I can't imagine how you feel. I mean, did you get a letter? Do you know anybody in upper management? What's the deal?
I heard they said that I always crap on the Rays, so they didn't send me one. And I went, I don't know. I listen to sports radio. Tom Kresnicki craps on the Rays every day on DAE. A lot of those guys, but I bet you they all got jerseys.
Yeah, I mean the station has never been super tight with them as a whole. So
that's their fault.
I don't really
John.
get drawing the line.
That's before you. That's their fault. They screwed that relationship up, and instead of ever fixing it, they just keep making it worse.
Well, and I think that's the thing, and I don't believe I've said anything specifically. But I mean, the only thing I've ever said is it's dumb to not have a better relationship with us.
Oh well,
the station as a whole.
I will tell you, I do like the jerseys. I think incorporating the Sunshine Skyway and the logo is very good.
See, you're a better man than I, because I don't think I said that out loud yet, but that was the other part that hurt. When I saw the pictures that morning, I probably said to Drew just a couple hours before they delivered them, I said, these are really cool, man. I might have to get some of this stuff. And then,
Also, the other opportunity they miss is that I have said several times, I've retired from baseball since Derek Sanderson Jeter retired, and I don't really have an affiliation right now because I can't name 5 Yankees. I haven't watched baseball in so long. It might have been a good time to sweep in and say, hey, we understand you might be in a transition phase, and maybe you want to come to a Rays game. But no,
I think we set up a ring and we throw in a Rays jersey, and you and John fight, and whoever wins gets a jersey.
Oh, yeah. Rays jersey on a pole match.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Put it on a K and a Money in the Bank thing. Oh, that'd be funny. All right, so you in Spanish 3 months from now. The next punch out.
I don't think so. I will tell you this: Spanish has far more of the fighter spirit in him. Like I think if that window had been there for me, it's closed. So I would the idea of it sounds fun. but I'm going to have to respectfully decline the offer to fight Spanish. I'm trying to, bring more love to everybody. I feel like we're fighting, then all of a sudden things get said, then we're all fighting more and things like that. Like I'll be a manager. I'll be in somebody's corner.
No, sadly enough, we can't do the punch out anymore for legal reasons. But it was good when it was, and we don't want us fighting each other for sure. That's the thing. Could you beat up
Dude,
Seth?
those punch outs? Would I beat him up?
Could you beat up Seth?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't think he would argue that point either.
No, I don't. I think Danielle could beat up Seth.
Yeah, no. But I will say those punch outs. When I look back at my favorite memories working in promos, like that one at Ferg's was one of the coolest events I've ever been a part of. That was awesome.
Ferg's was the first one. And I always pull up to those things not knowing what to expect. And Ferg's was great. Yeah. It was packed, and the fights were so much fun. And then Janice one, though. That one was like a professional.
Yeah, that one was wild, too. Those were both crazy. Those were awesome.
Yeah, well. And then
I just remember it was, I want to say it was in June, maybe, or July or whatever, and I was wearing a tuxedo, and I was sweating so much. It was ridiculous. I returned that tuxedo. I was like, here you go. Splash.
Remember, before COVID, we had Robarts Arena lined up for the next one.
And it was selling like crazy.
That was going to be huge, man.
That was going to be huge.
That was where we were going to work with Amir, and there were going to be MMA fights in between. That would have been great.
So, today is actually the anniversary of the first Punch Out.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. That's right. This is Mayweather Pacquiao. Yeah. We did it around Mayweather Pacquiao. That's right.
That's weird that we're talking about it. I had no idea.
Yeah, May 2nd, 2015. I have it in my photo memories that popped up.
That's bananas.
Did you find that one, Carmen?
Yes, I did. But
Who did you fight?
The girl I was supposed to fight backed out.
So she fought Lilu Love, and they they kissed.
They kissed.
No, it was good.
Yeah, we just tickled each other. Someone was scared to fight me, and they threw themselves out of a car.
Ratchet.
Super hot Heidi.
Ratchet.
And then the next chick got concussion.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's still hot.
Oh, God. What a time.
Yeah. All right. Well, John, thank you. It's
absolutely. Thanks for calling.
Featuring John Senning. Have a great day, and let Jacob 2 times know that I'm coming for him.
Yeah, let's book that soon in the next couple weeks.
All right, I'm down. All right, take it easy, buddy.
Love you, John.
All right, sweet. Have a good day, guys.
You too. There you go. Well, Spanish. I hope you feel vindicated.
Yeah, for sure. He's smart.
You feel vindicated.
I said I hope you feel vindicated.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I feel vindicated.
No,
I'm like, what?
No, my money's still on John.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm happy to take your money.
Yeah.
If there's a walking down the hall and they bump shoulders and they turn around and go to fight, my money's on John Senning.
You're out of your mind. Most people don't even know how to plant their feet when throwing a punch.
Yeah, I don't think you do either. I think you learned it. Don't ever tisk me again.
I'm pretty sure John Senning had to have surgery because he ran to first base in kickball.
Yeah. Come on.
Well, he did take jiu-jitsu, though. So he must have some kind of balance.
4 years.
Right.
4 years.
Maybe.
Yeah. How long ago?
Have you ever taken a tombstone pile driver?
I will tell you this,
I
though.
bet John could do that.
I will tell you this. I'm a big believer in use it or lose it because I went out and was kicking the footballs. I lost it. I lost it. Yeah, after a certain time, it's gone. So his 4 years of jiu-jitsu when he was 12 may not carry over.
And I'm back at the gym with Nick, and we do, still do mitt work and sparring.
You do?
So, yeah.
The same Nick? Yep. Nick Cornelius?
No, that was who I was sparring with at Amir's. This is Nick Birch over at Tampa Strength.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right. A lot of Nicks.
Also a kickboxer, at Amir's.
That's the guy you say you could beat up all the time?
Nope.
Just kidding.
Nope.
All right. Well, look, I don't want to see you and John fight. But that was great. I was going to say go around the room and pick one person at the station you'd know you could beat up, and we didn't even get off of you.
No.
Yeah, interesting.
Beat everybody. No, I'm kidding.
Carmen, did you fight more than once?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She fought, Lilu because Ratchet backed out, and then what's her name? Anna.
She gave her a concussion.
Yeah.
Oh, she concussed Anna.
Yeah, because remember you made him go another round after
after I clearly won.
Say I made them. I suggested that it would go
I'm not sure. Meanwhile, one of them's over in the corner just, Carmen's there just fixing her hair. And no big deal.
So they went one more round and Anna got concussed. What a visionary I was.
Yeah, that was good. That was a great fight.
The crowd demanded it at the time.
It's true. We did start chanting one more round. I remember that. Yeah.
It wasn't, but I clearly won, and you were just a big jerk and was like,
Me?
"Oh, you should keep fighting." Huh?
You're
yeah,
saying me?
You. Yes, that was you.
I think you tried to go for another round after that round too.
I know, and I'm over dying. It takes a lot out of you because even though they're like 1 minute rounds, it's
a lot of adrenaline.
It takes it out of you, man.
Yeah.
That's why I was so glad at the end of the Martine fight. I was not winded whatsoever.
You weren't?
Now you can watch it in the tape.
Oh, I
Just
believe
jumping
you.
up and down, yeah. But that's a mirror makes you do so much cardio that you can go 12 rounds.
It does come pretty quick.
Yeah.
But if you don't keep it up, it goes away real quick.
Yes, it
too.
does.
Right.
Well, very proud of you both. You did a great job fighting in the
Thank you very
punch-out
much. Yeah, Carmen, you're
several
awesome.
years.
You're
Carmen
welcome.
won. Spanish lost.
I mean, Spanish lost, and there's controversy about that.
Yeah,
The
and I'm the
judges.
belt holder right now because Crying Ryan doesn't know
Oh,
how to
yeah, you
stand
fought
in a
Ryan.
fight.
Oh, that was wild.
He was just running away the whole time.
remember that guy?
Another what did you call him? Smashing victories or whatever.
It was a, it was a
a dominant
vacated
victory.
Yeah, dominant
You got nervous
victory.
Jared, Fry Cook, random Fry Cook, Crying Ryan.
I
and then
forgot
we
about
lost to
Crying
Martine.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Why didn't we like him?
Oh, because
he-
I caught him talking trash to
Yeah,
a girl
I knew
that I was
that.
seeing. Yeah.
Although he did step up, we
Yeah.
gave him credit for that. He did step up and get in the ring. Although he turned his head, and I was like, "Oh
Yep.
no, this
He
is
rubbed
this is
off.
over."
Yeah.
Yeah. So you won the vacated belt.
Yeah.
That's right. So the Spanish is actually champ.
I can't picture him. Like, I can't picture what he looks like.
Yeah.
Kind of short hair, a little bit of a beard.
Yeah.
Short, just
I
kind
keep
of.
picturing Ryan McGivney, and I know.
No, kind of. He's got
kinda
blue eyes, I think.
McGivney-esque.
He
Yeah.
is McGivney.
If you shaved his head and made him, not as cool.
Yeah. But yeah, he with this girl that I was
forgot about
yeah,
Crying
this
Ryan.
girl
Yeah,
that I
that's
was
right.
seeing at the time, he was trying to
And he wasn't even married.
do stuff.
Oh,
And he was still making moves on that one.
Remember
trying
that
to
all blew up? Yeah.
Talk bad about you.
Yeah.
I believe he got divorced.
Yeah.
Right
Because of
before or
that?
shortly after.
Yeah.
interestingly enough, still on payroll. Remember, Gio had him in the death
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Son of a bitch hadn't been in the building in 2 years.
Oh, that's so funny. And who? All right, so let me just run the one at Janice. That's where you fought him at Janice. No, you
That
fought
was
Martine.
Yeah.
Who else fought? You fought. Okay, so you wait. Where did you
They
fight?
were
Crying
both
Ryan?
at Janice.
He fought him,
Yeah,
Janice. It was a
Janice.
different one.
Yeah.
It was a different one.
We did.
It was
two
the
at
year
Janice.
after.
with Janice.
So Martine won the belt and then vacated the belt, and then Spanish won the belt against Crying Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would have bet my life we only did one at Janice.
Yeah.
No, we did too.
I know, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Who else fought at that?
That was we did the
Female Battle
Royal
Royale.
Rumble
Yeah.
thing
The
again.
Female Battle Royal.
Then you had Dizzy against Hoppy.
Yeah.
That I remember.
Then we had the man that transitioned to woman fight the woman that transitioned to man.
Yep.
When was One-Legged
Francesca.
Dan? Was
That was
that
the one
year?
before.
Was
I
it?
think
Was that the one before?
I think. Who knows?
Because it was either that or the Medicine Man dildo fight was the one that we did. The
forgot
first one
about
at
that,
Janice.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I'll tell you what makes me so happy. Not only that they were filled with people and successful, but the guys from Budweiser said that that's the funniest goddamn thing they've ever
Yeah.
watched. in
You
their life.
remember the Neapolitan fight?
Yeah.
We had
There's
a black guy fight a white guy fight a redhead.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
all fought
yeah.
each other.
Oh my god, a three-way Neapolitan. Yeah. Jesus Christ, we're done.
Balls when Balls fought. I think he fought One-Legged Dan, didn't he?
No, Balls fought another guy named Balls for the right to use the name
Yep,
Balls.
that's
right.
Yeah.
And Balls was smoking in the corner.
That's right.
Oh, what a shame we can't do that anymore.
That
We
was
need to
so
come up with
good.
something different now. That's hilarious. All right, we got to take a break. We got long-winded on that one. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone.
So thank you to Nick who tweeted at us
Cornelius?
and sent us a video of Nervous Jared, on like a local morning TV show talking about his visual bucket list.
What a perfect spot for that to be on a morning news TV program.
Yeah.
Now our next, our very special guest, he's sadly going blind.
And whenever he says, I love that. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
The way your outlook on life has just been fantastic.
But he does not give a lot of information of stuff. He said some of the stuff that he did, and they asked him for some upcoming stuff. And if this is from this year, he says on May 31st, which will be the end of this month, he is going to throw out the first pitch in a Major League Baseball game in front of friends and family in Florida.
call.
But
Yeah, the Marlins.
Oh, that was
Marlins.
so that was last year. Damn it! I
Are
wanted
you
it
just
to be
trying to
right.
tell me that the same organization that didn't give me a jersey was going to let
Yeah.
I was hoping.
soon to be blind
No, yeah, 'cause
Jared?
He's got a graphic on his social media, and it's like May 30th, Marlins.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Do we have his number? We could just call him and ask him what his list is.
yeah, probably. Yeah, unless he changed it.
I mean, I don't know.
I've got his number.
He'll answer. He won't see caller ID.
Well,
What happened?
so I have one here.
I'll see if.
I have one too, but I think it's
Is it 992? Carmen, do you have it?
I'm looking right now.
I'm sending you what I have.
Okay. Yeah, I do have a number for him,
Is it
but
992?
That's what I
Yes.
have.
Yeah, that's
All
what
right,
I have.
try that real quick and see if it's him.
okay.
Tell me when I talk to him about his visual bucket list. My bucket list would be able to be able to see.
Yeah, it's got.
It's like asking for more wishes. What do I want to do?
I would
want
rather-
to be able to see again.
I would rather go deaf than lose my vision.
I think I'd rather go blind.
No.
Says the guy in radio.
yeah.
Calling from the Mike Calta Show. Good morning. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Hey, we just saw about your bucket list, and we were wondering if you had a minute to go on air with us to talk about it.
Do it.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
awesome. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
Go.
All right, hold on. Let me bring it. Line 1, Carmen?
Correct.
Okay. Jared, how are you?
What's going on, Mike?
Good to talk to you. We were discussing your bucket list, and we were like, let's see if his number still works, and we'll just call him and ask him himself. What have you done so far?
So far, I had the opportunity to go to Europe and Hawaii.
On the bucket? You mean like just because you wanted to see those places?
No. So essentially what happened was back in 2020, like I started having vision issues while on air and went to the hospital, and they're like, you have a detached retina in your eye. And they said they could fix it.
Right.
And they did. And the process to like heal, you have to lay down, face down for 12 days.
Oh.
And on day 2, my dad passed away.
Oh,
So, like,
while you were face down.
Yeah. So like I couldn't do the healing process. So I went back to the hospital. They did the surgery again. The doctor messed me up, unfortunately, and I lost vision in that eye.
Oh, are we suing this guy or what?
Unfortunately, I can't. It's just
Okay.
kind of the way it worked
I
out,
gotcha,
unfortunately, because they make you sign waivers. So they look at my other eye. They go, hey, man, you're worse than that eye than the one we did surgery on. And they told me I had 6 months left of vision. So I started just writing down things I wanted to do. And it started with seeing my wife walk down the aisle, which I got to do. And then it was go to Hawaii, go to Europe, going to the World Series.
All right, so wait, let's back it up a second. So how long ago was this?
This was during COVID, so it was in 2020 this happened.
So they overestimated the time because they said 6 months, but you can still see now, right?
Kinda. So I have to use a cane now to get around. My vision's pretty limited. I had to give up my license. Everything's extremely blurry.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been great, but I'll take it. Like you said, I beat the number that they gave me.
So is somebody funding this? Do you have a GoFundMe, or how you going to Hawaii and going to Europe and doing all this stuff? Is this on your own or what?
Kinda, yeah, for the most part. So we've been really fortunate. So like to go to Europe, we used like travel points and stuff that we had.
Smart.
And so like the whole trip cost us like maybe $500.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, and then like to go to Hawaii, like my sister-in-law gave us like her timeshare, so like it cost us nothing, and like we booked it really smart with like the airline, and like we got it when they were doing a deal, so it was like 2 people for basically $100 from Texas to Hawaii, and all we had to pay is the taxes on it. So like we've been really smart about the way we're doing it, but yeah, I mean there's plenty of stuff I want to do that like I can't afford it, but if I can and I can make it happen, then I'm going to try.
When you're fully blind, will you fight Spanish if we blindfold him? I'm kidding.
I mean, I need to get my revenge on him. He knocked me out once. So.
Yeah. Okay, so you're throwing the first pitch at a Marlins game. We saw that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then what else? You met some country people. Like, what else do you want to do that you haven't done yet?
I think that I haven't done yet. So, like, I got offered another first pitch by another Major League Baseball team. I don't think I could even afford to go do it, but hey, it'd be cool to do it and knock out too.
Yeah.
But like, I'm looking at things like I wanted to visit ESPN, and like I'd love to do like a road trip with like my wife. Like, there's
don't drive.
Things that like just takes time. Like, well, I mean, obviously she drives all the time now, so I just get to ride around. But yeah, I mean, it'd definitely be cool to like check out things like that. Like, everything I'm doing, like, one, I'm trying to make a memory for myself, so like when I do go blind, I have that in my head forever. But at the same time, like, I'm making memories so that people will take along with me on these things.
Did you ever tell your wife and be like, "Listen, I love you, but I would really love to see a threesome before I lose my sight"?
Awesome.
I have not, but I should put that on the list.
Yeah,
Be
man.
like, "Listen, I don't want to just," and then if she says yes to that, then they just keep pushing it as far as you can push it.
How do you say no?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, listen, I feel bad. I feel bad that you're losing your vision, but I think it'd be great that you get to do all these cool things, and that's a really smart idea. Plus, we saw you're on like daytime news. This is a perfect story for daytime news.
Yeah, like that's kind of what my job is now. So like, I decided, hey, in my downtime, let me push this out to some stations myself, and it's more not raising awareness about my condition, because like it could happen to anybody. There's no guarantee, but it's like just telling people like, hey, if there's something you want to do, go out and do it. Like, don't wait. There's no reason to.
Would you mind if we change your name from, because you don't seem so nervous anymore, from Nervous Jared to Soon to Be Blind Jared?
I mean, if you want.
I mean, it's not like we're wishing it on him. It's already happening either way.
Then when he goes blind, you just call him Blind Jared.
Blind Jared. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll keep changing. Yeah. We'll keep changing. Oh, dude, that's a good. Or you want us to just skip the Blind Jared? We'll just jump the gun and go right to Blind Jared.
If you want, it
could be
like
S2BJ.
Whoa.
What?
Soon to be Blind Jared.
Yeah. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
You should put that on a shirt. S2BJ. All right. Well, listen.
I was looking online. It's been like almost 10 years since Jared's worked here.
Oh my God. Where did you go? You went from here to where?
I went from there to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to Vegas, Vegas to mornings in San Diego, and then San Diego to mornings in San Antonio.
You hosted your own morning show in San Diego?
I was the co-host of the morning show in San Diego.
Who is the other host?
A guy named John Moog, who's now in Chicago.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm sorry, John Moog.
He worked here.
Yeah, that was the kid who was here for 2 minutes.
Oh, you worked with John Moog? I like that guy.
At Hot, remember?
Yeah.
He came in, he was like, nope, not for me. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him became fast friends during those 5 minutes he was there, and we made it work in Vegas and then San Diego. And at that point, I said, "Hey, I don't like it here," and I went to Billy.
He didn't call you for Chicago? What happened?
Who doesn't like San Diego and goes to where are they? Texas somewhere.
San Antonio.
Not even like Austin.
I worked with the worst people possible, unfortunately.
Billy Madison?
No.
No, but in San Diego. So I was ready to jump ship.
Wow. Do you think one of the things you want to see before you go blind is success?
Oh.
No. I mean, I think I've done pretty well.
I'm just buzzing your balls.
Race against the clock.
Is there a favorite TV show that you're going to miss because you won't see how it ends?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oddly enough, I'm forcing my wife to rewatch Eastbound and Down, so seeing shows like that, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man.
I don't know if you're a big fan of like Star Wars or something. You could do one of those things where, hey, I want to see the movie first.
Yeah,
we
before I
talk
go.
about that all the time.
Oh no, I've never thought of that. But that'd be pretty cool as well.
You should do it with Deadpool and Wolverine. I bet you they would go for that.
Yeah.
Be like, this is S2BJ, and I don't know if I'm going to make it till that movie comes out. Is there any way I could see it early screening?
Let's contact Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
My eyes are mutating.
Yeah. Dude, that would be the greatest if you got to see it.
Deadpool and Dead Eyes.
Dude!
Why is everyone on the show mean? There's no one on the show. You'd be like, at least they're the nice one. Jared, I'm sorry about your condition, but I appreciate you what you're doing on your trek to get all these things done.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I was hoping to make one of my memories with you guys, but unfortunately I couldn't make it work out. I was trying to get on, make it a way where I can get to Calta Cruise, because being on a cruise is one of them.
Oh Oh man, you should have told one of
Jared,
us.
if you want to go in April for our next one, I will buy your room.
And if you're blind, I'll personally be your seer for you the whole time you're there.
We'll handcuff you to Medicine Man.
Oh man.
Oh God, no, I don't know if I want to go.
I mean, you can definitely give him Dizzy's spot.
Yeah, you get a Disney spot for sure. All right, well, listen, let us know if we can help you with any of your bucket list stuff.
I appreciate that, guys.
Let us. You got to let us know how the threesome thing goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep you in the loop.
Yeah.
What does she do? Is she home now or no?
Yeah, my wife's home now. She might be in a meeting though. She works from home.
Yeah, I got you. All right, well, good. Good luck to you, buddy, and it was good catching up with you.
No, nice catch up with you guys.
See you later.
See you,
there
Jared.
you go. All right, the artist formerly known as Nervous Jared, now S2BJ. Mm-hmm. Soon to be Blind Jared. Oh, he's a good kid. I feel bad for him, but none of us stopped making jokes. So.
Almost blind Jared.
Right.
Soon to be Blind Jared is the most accurate description of what he was saying. I wasn't trying to be mean.
I know.
He's
But it was
not
just
nervous
great.
anymore. Doesn't seem nervous, does he?
Seeing the movie early, that's a great idea.
Right? Yeah.
Can he take us with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a great idea. And he could use it for as long as he could still keep saying it. They were like, Deadpool. Like Cancerface, we gave Cancerface tickets to future shows. And every show he lived to, we give him another one to live
Right.
for.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. So Jared's like, well, I got it. I got to keep seeing movies before they come out. Oh, man. Great idea. Bobby Kelly's supposed to get in at 10:03 today. By the time he gets off the plane, gets his bag, and goes outside, it'll be 10:20. I would be there by 10:20.
Yeah.
Now they just said his flight lands at 9:41. He's just gonna be sitting there dead. I'm sitting there like
Go
that.
get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, right?
Relax.
Yeah.
I know.
Cup of coffee, get a bat.
We're not dealing with the same human being here that
No.
you're thinking of. Yeah, we're dealing with a guy that's like, dude, I haven't seen any of him. I mean,
Would you make the plane go faster?
yeah. Somehow it's gonna be my fault. We had this thing going where I don't answer the phone a lot.
You got to answer it
I had to
today.
answer 10 calls in a row. And yesterday, he goes, even if I call,
Who wants to be friends with that
what
person?
high maintenance.
even if I call and you're busy, you could just pick up the phone and be like, I can't talk, and then hang up, and I'll count it. And I was like, okay.
Jesus.
So the other day he called, and it was number 7, and I was in a meeting, and I couldn't answer, but I wrote back right away. I'm in a meeting. Hey, we had to start over again. Oh, but I hit 10. I hit 10.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Like Kill Bill over here.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
You never saw Kill Bill?
Oh, it's great.
I only saw when she was buried underground for a second.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's the worst part of the whole thing.
But when
It
she
is.
goes and trains,
Yeah.
and she has to carry buckets.
I'm not a
of water
Uma
up there.
Thurman
Yeah.
fan.
Oh, she's great.
There's a lot of
She's pretty.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Ooh, she looks like a foot.
She's
think
great
she-
in that role, and there's a lot of other good actors. Like Michael Madsen is really good in that movie.
Did you
Yeah,
say
yes.
Sarah
Lucy
Jessica
Liu.
Parker looked like a foot? Somebody said that was you? And that's Uma Thurman looks like the other foot. You know who's not going to miss her? Soon to be Blind Jared.
I know. We'll never have to see her again. The threesome idea is genius, by the way. That's great.
I mean, might as well milk it for everything.
I'm going to pretend I'm blind.
You know, we went to Hawaii, we went to Europe. I mean, I'm afraid to tell you what I really want to do. I'm never going to be able to see what it's like to see you make sweet love to another woman.
Oh.
Well, I'm on the tail end of that.
His wife walks in. He's with 2 other dudes. Did I not make this clear? Yeah.
He won't know. He's blind.
He'll never know.
What's she like, his wife?
I don't know. I haven't seen her.
He doesn't have a good track record.
Oh, I'm not going to say what Gio said.
I didn't see anything.
Gio actually said siblings are dating. Was what he said.
That's not what I
Does she
said.
look like him?
You son of a bitch.
What? That's what we're doing?
She looks like him.
No, you're doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Jerk off.
100%.
Let's just put it this way. It ain't too bad. He's going blind.
Come on.
That's what Gio said.
Yeah.
Say that.
I've never seen her. I've never seen her.
Gio was saying something about how he's excited to be finally blind, Jared.
Oh, wow. So I went to
Horrible people in this room.
you're telling me.
Settle down, Bird.
My brother has a boat and my brother-in-law has a boat. I want a boat.
You
And I know I know that it's the best thing to do is just use their boats.
Yeah.
But I saw something yesterday that I really want. So I want a pontoon boat.
Yeah.
And Sea-Doo makes a pontoon boat. Have you seen this? Sea-Doo, the jet ski maker and the little boat maker, they make a pontoon boat that you sit in it and it steers like a jet ski. It's got and it's not that
Yeah.
big,
Does it have the propulsion motor? Doesn't have like a regular outboard or inboard?
No.
Does it have the propulsion? Yeah, those are
And they go 50 miles an hour.
And they go into like 3 inches of water, and you don't have to worry about
exactly.
These look cool.
And the thing is that they have modular seats on there, so you could pick them up and just move them and make whatever arrangements you want, depending on who they're on.
But the real boat guys, they clown those people.
Really?
I don't care what that guy says. Real boat guy.
Yeah.
Can't make his boat payments.
Like, get out of here.
Yeah, like I don't know.
His boat
Here
Yeah,
comes Sea-Doo guy.
Most guys I know that have those big boats and stuff are like we're
struggling.
We're just taking it out of the water and not going to use it anymore, and then it just sits there until the neighbors complain about it, and the guy's like, I can't believe I'm paying every month on this thing. No, I'm not. I can't go from no boat to big boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I got to take baby steps.
Boat's a lot of work, and you got to know a lot of stuff.
Pontoon boats are sweet.
Well, but the good thing about this is he doesn't have to flush the engine and do all that kind of stuff, whatever, because of
Yeah, I feel like this is my speed of a boat.
Yeah.
Because I want to go slow down the channels, and I don't want to go too far away from the house.
Talk to my brother Tim. You'd say like 2 words to him about getting a boat, and he'll have 50 different options for you, and which the best ones are, and everything.
The other thing is they're cheap.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. You could buy the nicest one and still not pay a lot of money.
10 grand. It looks like.
We go out on my brother-in-law's boat all the time. Junk jockeys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are real men.
Yes, that's the thing.
Oh, by the way, did you notice well, you probably didn't notice, but the house is gone?
Oh,
Yes.
What happened?
I did a
Our
Facebook
summer
Live.
home.
I did a Facebook Live last week, and I showed the playhouse that my daughter had in the yard, and I said, listen, if somebody wants this, all you have to do is come get it and not tear down my screen. Or tear down my screen and then rebuild it. That's all that I care. I go, it's free. You can have it. It cost me a lot of money to get it. Big Dick built it inside the screened in area, and I feel bad that it's not going to a good. And then some woman said, I have 2 grandchildren that would love that, 2 little girls, and their father is a contractor. He'll come take it apart and take it. And I go, great. And sure enough, that Saturday morning, 8:00 on the dot, they were here.
Perfect.
Hell
Took it
yeah.
apart in pieces, carried it out, put it on a trailer. Never saw it again.
Genius.
Sorry, Joe.
It was great.
I know that was
all
like
right.
your backup plan.
Yeah, it was a summer home right there.
And then I remembered there's a shower under there.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
That was blocking us. Now we got a nice little outdoor shower area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, you and me get in there. Rinse off.
Go ahead.
I shower solo out there.
Did anybody watch this last night? I had it on my. I was scheduled to watch the Brittany Griner interview, and I fell asleep. Yeah, but it's interesting because I think that she detailed what it was like to be in the Russian prison, which
That's
I
what
was
I saw.
interested in.
Yeah, but they got tons of people that have been to those Russian prisons that
Yeah,
you
but
can
not
listen
an
to.
American basketball player.
I mean, not the basketball part, but tons of Americans have been in those prisons.
But I'm talking about somebody who's been pampered and catered for the last 10 years, and all of a sudden gets everything taken away.
Mostly soldiers.
Yeah, I wanted
Or
to hear this.
ex-soldiers, yeah.
And then also, she cut her hair very short and sounds very deep, like she may be transitioning. Yeah. And a lot of crying. There was a lot of crying going on. You watch it?
No, I read like a transcript, and she was like saying how dehumanizing it was, and
Yeah, it's prison.
yeah.
Yeah, most prisons.
Which I wasn't surprised.
Russian
You know what I mean?
prison.
I wasn't surprised. So you're saying Russian prison is bad?
It is bad.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
not-
bad. You're confirming it is bad. Okay.
Like you don't want to go there, apparently.
Yeah. Jared, I heard, took it off his list.
She used to look like Jar Jar Binks, and now she looks like RuPaul. Have you seen RuPaul?
Yeah, I love RuPaul, though.
But RuPaul is like wearing the straight man clothes now.
Yeah.
I don't dislike RuPaul. I touched RuPaul's butt one time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was all right. We were at an award show, and it was the Billboard Radio Awards, and FLZ won an award, and I went to go get the award. And when I walked by, RuPaul was the one giving away the award. I went by, and I just went like this and grabbed his butt.
Well, he's a man, so.
Firm or squishy?
Firm.
Firm?
Yeah.
I
It
actually
works out.
have a picture of me with my hand on RuPaul's
Nice.
butt.
Yeah. Yeah. I've always liked RuPaul since I was a kid.
Why?
Because I thought it was a lady.
You know why.
I used to think it was lady until my mom. I saw her on Oprah, and it was RuPaul dressed as a woman. I was like, "Oh, that's very." I like black girls, and my mom was like, "Not a girl,
not a girl.
not a girl."
I was very confused by Boy George. I knew it wasn't a man, but I wasn't quite. I mean, I wasn't a woman, but I wasn't quite sure it was a man.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on there.
Same with the first time I saw George Michaels.
Oh no, it's George Michael.
George Michael.
Yeah, George Michael's in Sports Machine.
George Michael was the first person to make me have doubts about my sexuality.
Yeah.
Because
That's a pretty man.
I was like, I don't know what's going on. And he's got 2 earrings, which means he's gay.
Yeah.
I know what the earrings mean. And he looks so much like a pretty girl. I don't know what's happening. Why do I like this guy so much?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to kiss him. I just wanted to look at him.
Prince is another one I could look at and go, that's
Prince
pretty
is
man.
a man to me all day. Prince makes Carmen Electra do things to him. That's what I see when I see Prince.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw somebody telling a Prince story last night. Oh, Conan O'Brien. And I met Prince. I shook Prince's hand.
Really?
Yeah, it was by accident, but it was awesome. He did the pre-Grammy party or something that I was at, and when he was done, he came out a door that I don't think he wanted to come out at, and I happened to be standing right there, and I go, oh, and I put my hand out, and he goes, hi, and he shook my hand, and then he turned around and went back through the door.
Awesome.
I
should have grabbed his ass.
No, it was too low to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
He's so tiny, but I remember thinking that's a legend.
Hell
I
yeah.
just shook his hand, and I used to be such a big fan of his when I was younger. So
That's so
that
cool.
was definitely a big deal.
It's so weird at the end. There was like pictures. He was all disheveled
I know,
and on
man.
drugs and stuff at that pharmacy.
I never saw him disheveled.
Oh, dude,
There was
he
those
looked
pictures.
bad.
Yeah, he was at the pharmacy. Like,
And
right
they
before he
say
died.
the reason he was taking a lot of those pain pills and stuff, obviously addicted to them, but originally why he was taking them was all the pain from wearing the heels
Yeah,
all the
really?
time.
I heard
Sure.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he would always wear heels. Yeah.
That's how I feel about playing the bass.
Yeah, it hurts the back. You got to stretch it out.
Very heavy.
Yeah. He always wore heels?
Yeah,
like all the
he
time?
was so little, yeah. I mean,
Danced in 'em, too.
he's not wearing ladies' heels. He's wearing shoes with heels
like,
on them,
yeah. That sucks.
Joe does that.
I
yeah.
do.
I get it.
You know.
I get it.
Well, lady pants.
Lady pants,
Lady pants,
shoes.
Lady heels.
Yep.
Lady face.
Lady face.
Remember you did Lady face?
Of course I do.
Never forget.
Yeah, never forget at the Hard Rock for your birthday.
Is that what it was?
I believe so, yeah, because then we
You didn't do it for my birthday. You did it for Kelly's
I did
birthday.
because you wanted me to do it. You were like, please come as a lady.
No. Did I really? No. Oh, I was like, I don't remember any of this.
No. We had to do like we were putting on some type. We each had to do a stunt. I believe that you wanted us each to do our own stunt, and I went as Ladyface and got my body waxed, and somebody else just ate a bowl of ice cream.
Yeah, I remember that. That was dumb.
Bowl of ice
their
cream.
thing
Yeah,
was
we
dumb.
were doing the live thing, the whole show, everybody there and stuff, and
Some things
Mine was pretty good.
Some things I just block out of my memory.
That's not nice.
I get it.
What, you too?
Yeah.
What, block it out?
Block it out.
Oh, I want to see you in Ladyface.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. Love the show, guys. I just wanted to let you know that to go back to the nervous Jared thing. Spanish probably still is responsible. He probably detached his retina.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, sir. I didn't even
hear
think of that.
nobody think of that.
You're right. I didn't even consider you probably detached his retina.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel kind of bad about it because I didn't hit him hard in the gut, but I did smash his face a couple of
Oh,
times.
my God. I didn't even think about that.
And remember, in studio, you guys did the slap thing.
Yep.
Too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're a bad person.
I am.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
You're not spiritual.
Hey, good morning. Love the show.
Thank you.
My question is for Mike Calta. I know you talk a lot about, mob-affiliated shows, The Sopranos and everything. Now, I've been following the Sammy the Bull Gravano podcast, and I was wanting to know if you'd like to have him on your show at some time.
Who are you following?
Sammy the Bull.
The Sammy the Bull podcast.
Yeah. Here's the problem. I watched a little of that too. He's very interesting and he's got a lot to say. But if he was in town, I would love to have him in. But it'd be hard to talk about so much stuff with him over the phone. Phone interviews kill ratings, and there's so much stuff I'd want to talk to him about. Yeah, I would definitely have him on the show for sure.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
All right, that's all I have, man.
Thanks. I got to think about that because I did see him doing it, and I thought he'd probably be a good guest on the show. But he's the kind of guy I need to see because I want to look in his face when I say things to him, and I want to judge his reaction on it. Because if I tell him, he's got the reputation for being a rat, but I want to see how he reacts to that, as opposed to like if he gets mad, he's not going to get mad. He's heard it a million times, but if he gets mad, that's more of an in studio kind of guest. But yeah, I would definitely talk to him. Mike Calta Show, good morning. And that's it. All right, let's take a break. It's a Mike Calta Show.
We only have a couple minutes of talk time left.
How much talk time do we have?
I literally am about to play the music in 30 seconds.